Alright, sup everybody?
Yo!
We back with more Pokemans.
The Pokemans!
We're gonna take down those gym trainers for reals this time.
Actually trainer bashing!
Which was not featured last time.
Yep.
Actually, I think we got a few bird keepers that I
Yeah.
had forgotten existed.
But I pointed you right to them.
Because yeah,
Just
there's the
over
gym and then there's the gym, and the gym's the real one.
I'm also double checking the sound.
Yep.
Ah.
Problem?
Well, since I have sound, I've unmuted that. Since I have sound, hold on.
Seems to be
Also-
working fine on my end.
I think it's also frozen on my end. It's
Yeah.
like why I paused, because I'm like, I'm not seeing any movement anymore.
Yeah, you should probably refresh yours, because
Yep,
it seems
that's
like it's fine.
exactly what I'm doing.
Alright. What do you got for me?
Everyone.
Sabrina's young, but she's also our leader. You won't reach her easily unless you know that one trick, which is always go diagonals. Hey, it's Slowpoke. That's
Yeah.
not great for not Psyduck. Problem?
It still seems like it's frozen up.
Again, I'm looking at it right here on my page.
I'm like, what the fruit is going on with my thing?
Don't know.
I think I might need to restart my computer at this point.
Oh no. How long has it been since you did that?
That is why I'm restarting my computer.
Yeah. Popo likes to leave a computer on forever.
Oh, it usually doesn't have any negative impact.
Yeah, usually. Also, we may have overleveled for this task.
Only for the babies.
Yeah. Now he's a Slowbro. That'll be a little tougher to kill.
Yep. Lost their concentration, huh?
That sound did not sound correctly. Options, audio, configure. Goodbye. Stereo should be on. Oh well, what ifs.
Oh, the normal sound's coming through properly.
Yeah, but that last end of battle theme just sounded like it wasn't going in stereo.
I think it might have just glitched out because, you
Yeah,
know,
maybe.
spaghetti code. We
Hey,
like
it's
everything on
Cadabra.
spaghetti code.
I wonder if not Psyduck can still take him out with a Surf. Kadabra does have pretty high Spadef.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's before the Spadef split.
Yeah, before the special split. So the answer is not in one, but
Oh no, the
Got
recover!
well, whatever. We did more than half its health,
And it's a glass cannon.
and we just critted it.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. Slowpoke, yeah, we're sending Waller back in.
Okay, I have some questions.
Problem?
So doing that made my Firefox update, and it's, you know how every time you do that, it gives you like a wall of, hey, thanks for still using Firefox kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's got, big tech takes our data for profit, it's time to push back. And then down further it's like, help us uncover Facebook's tracking network, understand search engine choice, and help local news find sustainability. And I'm like, you already have those things. So yeah, that's what I saw when I opened up my stuff today.
Let's see, should I use Thunderbolt or Swift? I think Thunderbolt will still do more damage. Despite the fact that
What? Physical?
Swift is totally physical right now.
Yeah, so try it anyway. I think it might.
Well, I'll use it now, but
Yeah.
it's just because I'm finishing the guy.
You know, that creepy eyeball image.
It's a hippo.
Oh, that's the hippo? That's the hippo planning to murder us all? Gotcha.
Hippos don't plan, they just do. It's like a Pokemon fear only ghosts and bugs, not even ghosts in this generation, actually. Okay.
Yeah, because then they one, they didn't have any moves. Two, they
Accidentally made them immune.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. I see that you're back to following the stream again.
Yes, I have reload, and it's actually, now that I've got mute noise, or movement, let's check noise.
Yeah, let's see.
Yes!
All good?
I have noise, yep.
Nice. Oh no, double slap!
Oh,
How will not Psyduck handle this?
like a boss.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, once again I am missing, what's its abilities, because Jagged Edge.
It never gets that.
I know, but I miss that as an ability. It's even funnier when you give it a Rocky helmet and just watch something kill itself on your jagged edges.
Yeah. That happens with Drotagon in tournaments. Who to switch
It
to?
was also really hilarious to do with the Ferrothorn family.
This could actually be kind of nasty. Well, we don't have any great switch-ins right now. I'll switch in Greater and just put him to sleep, I think. Ah, and he decided to recover anyway, like an idiot. Now let's hope my decision was not foolish. Oh, that was a crit.
Okay.
That was a crit. Okay, so even a crit doesn't kill. That's cool.
But yeah, like, because I think then you can not only get Jagged Edge, you also can do a move that does it, and then have the additional item that does it, and then just watch something hit you until it dies.
Excuse me.
All the while sitting on your infinite health points. Because that thing has way too many hit points for what it does.
What does?
The Parathorn family.
Alright, Iron Bobs.
Yeah. It's almost like you don't even listen to me.
Well, you didn't mention Fairphone once.
Yes, I did.
Nope.
You'll see it in the VODs.
Okay.
That was like the first part of that. The Ferrothorn family.
Now let's see. This thing doesn't really get anything by a level up that can hurt me, right? It's Psychic maybe, but not by level 38. It's Haunter.
Right, let me go and have a quick look. Haunter. Let's have a look at this move.
Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't get Psychic until like way later on down the track.
I don't think it even does get something.
It just gets Hypnosis and Dream Eater.
I think so, but I'm still not gonna throw you under the bus. Look, just.
Not Psyduck is asleep now.
Well,
Well, on the off chance that it does
it
have
has
Dream
Dream
Eater.
Eater.
On the off chance that it's Dream Eatering right now, let's switch to Nuggy.
Yes, it learns it at level 38, so.
Okay.
Well.
Confuse Ray, Jesus.
Yeah. Its move pool at this stage is Lick, Confuse Ray, Nightshade, Hypnosis, Dream Eater.
Right. That's
Do you
5
think-
moves.
Yeah.
It won't actually have Lick then.
Yeah.
Let's teach better techniques to my Pokemon. Okay.
I think that was its move pool,
Yeah.
not its moves.
Let's dig on out of here though. People are starting to fall asleep and get hurt and what
Yep.
not. Don't want to waste all that time we spent grinding them, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, we want them to survive to the very bitter end. When we defeat Tryhard and laugh in his face as he cries that his grandfather never gave him the love that he obviously gives you.
And then we decide to go on our nice little bike.
I mean, I honestly think folding bike technology is pretty darn cool.
What's up? Hey, Keeper Balance. You missed like a grind fist last time. Now we're going to fight some psychics.
Who are not weak to
What?
most of what they say. They're
And
actually.
they've been going the wrong direction. Saffron Pokemon Gym is famous for its psychics.
You want me to look
Sabrina,
up-
I can tell.
Do you want me to look up the path?
Nah, it's fine. I've done this for years.
It's Beardy. I mean, yeah. Fair.
It's Slowbro, so we'll just send out Paula. Yep. Headbutt, that's not the worst. Let's see, can this take a Thunderbolt? Maybe. Maybe from this, this range. Oh, but it just has Growl. Oh, that...
Oh, how scary.
It's quite sad. Let's just switch.
I'm tempted to look up Slowbro's stage.
Apparently only it has Growl. Okay, cool. Level 41 for Baller. Good, because we are doing this to level up, because we're still not quite at level cap.
Yeah.
Once we get to level 42, I reckon we face Koga so that we don't over-level on him. It's unlikely to happen, but... That's right, I used telepathy to read your mind, but you didn't know that I was going to beat you. Let's just save that up. Since somebody leveled up.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
you're the one
down from the
last time.
Okay.
Yeah. I obviously fucked up earlier. Sabrina's younger than I, but I respect her. I respect her moxie. Telling people to fucking do stuff about climate change or we'll all be dead.
Yeah, so channel with 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, this one's not gonna be tough.
And Haunter level 34.
Yeah, this is not gonna be tough. Before I needed to know specific things just because I was like, kind of, oh goddamn. Just because I was kind of like, what's it? Lower dudes that could take hits.
Yeah, that's fair.
God damn it. I think not Psyduck's gonna have to switch out here. But we'll see. Yay, sleep, best thing in Gen 1. Yeah. It's time to get paralyzed.
Aside
from freeze. Yeah.
Would you like to be freeze?
Exactly. Okay, we're confused here. Let's just fucking switch.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm confused why you didn't do that when you said maybe I should switch, and I said yes.
Well, I thought it could be able to, like, you know, break out of the sleep, break out of confusion, fuck it up.
You know that ain't how the Gen 1 table of stats works. It says, could I be fucking you up some more? Yes, I could be. And then it will fuck you up some more, because that's what it likes. You wanted to catch that Pokemon? Have a critical hit.
Alright, we got the Thunderbolt off. We fucking took him out. No worries. Haunter.
Real clamping is a name brand soda.
And there we go. We take out the Haunter with another crit. Baller is good at because he is fast.
I'm almost certain it's like pure anecdote rather than actual happenstance. So, father takes child to work. You know, take child to work day.
Yep.
Child starts crying after a few minutes.
Yeah, there we go. I knew my strat wouldn't fail. It's independent of the child crying thing.
Really? I thought it was actually the child crying thing. We make lots of children cry in this stream. But yeah, and the dad's like, oh, dearest daughter, what's wrong? And she's like, where are all the clowns you said you worked with?
Right. No, I mashed too far, Okay. So, we're gonna go fly.
The Owl of Knowledge will tell you again how to aim.
We're gonna fly back to Fuchsia City. We're gonna grind up to level 42 with everybody. Don't worry, our Arbok is already level 43, so we won't be bringing him back into the party.
Yep.
And then we will fight Koga, get to level 43, fight Sabrina. That's the plan. And then we go into the ocean. It's fine, we have an electric type.
Oh, it's more like, oh no, all the tentacles, all of them.
Yeah, I know, it's not great.
Or if
not
we're
Gen
very
3.
lucky, a Zubat. So I'm pretty sure that there weren't too many of those in the first gen.
Yeah, there was nothing but tentacle. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Tentacruel, that's the other one I'm thinking of. You could get Tentacruel.
Yeah, you can get Tentacruel. Better for grinding against.
Only for your psychic, only for your, can beat a Tentacruel types. So basically, nothing brass, nothing rock.
I really don't have that many that'll beat this fucking stupid thing. Oh well.
The Oddish?
Yeah, like I don't have much that has type advantage.
Fairy?
I don't need to, like, train up Sperry, so I'm not going to bother.
I was gonna say, if you need to actually just beat it.
I'm pretty sure, like, our Arbok is level fucking 43 now from having to beat all these Oddish up.
Yeah, it got kind of ridiculous in there.
Got weirdly buffed from doing that.
Yep, that sounds about right. I'm now just picturing a muscly Arbok. Like,
Yeah.
Arbok in a tube sock, or a, oh no, even funnier, doing like the Chad. Somehow an Arbok that looks like a Chad. That's where my brain is at the moment. You're
Right.
welcome. And I apologize for nothing.
It's sad that this is like the best we have to grind against right now.
Yep. It's almost like the games weren't very well balanced for a long time.
Yeah.
And remain non-balanced for a long time. And every now and again they're like, oh, but no, it's totally a kid's game, while making it like the kind of game a kid wouldn't touch with a 30-foot pole and then insulting the core audience. You remember when we used to have arcade games that just sort of tried to scam you for quarters?
No, we never had arcade games.
Yes, we did.
Well, I didn't.
I'm sure you lived here when there was an arcade around here.
I sure fucking didn't. Neither did you.
Yeah, no, there used to be an arcade where the culinary school is.
I don't know where that culinary school is.
Oh, okay. You know, okay, do you remember there being a KFC on Manners Mall?
Yes, I do remember.
In that case, the arcade was literally across the road.
But that's in Wellington, you're in Petonia now.
Yeah. How is that relevant to the fact that
That's why you didn't grow up here.
So I'm actually in this now.
But yeah, nah, we never had arcades anywhere I lived. It's not one of those experiences I have.
Yeah.
Despite being like, I don't know, somewhere in between Gen X and Millennial, I guess. I like to think of myself as being from the first, like, Millennials.
But yeah, I definitely had, like, one of the things that the arcade introduced to try and, like, help counteract the feeling like you were wasting all your money was, yeah, I know, was that if you topped up above a certain amount per month, then you got a set number of, like, daily free games on your card. Because they used a card system to just, instead of, like, having to get money out of the machines all the time. They also lovingly let me top up for $20 the day they closed down.
Oh, okay. No one bothered to tell you that.
No, as I was topping up, and just like 5 minutes after I topped up.
They're like, you know this place is closing down tomorrow, right?
No, somebody walked past me holding the closing down sign, and I'm like, you bastards.
Have you got your $20 worth?
I tried to, but...
You took $20 from me and I want it back.
Yeah, basically. But yes, so that was one thing they had on their systems. But there was one particular game I believe that you could play that if you did good enough in a game, you got a free play of it, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good way to, like, continuously loop that game and never let anyone have a turn.
Didn't do it too often. You had to be good, and by that I mean you had to get the top score in there.
Right, level 41, thank God. That's
and
a little bit better.
Hit the scores for a month, so if you were not, like, unless you were exceedingly good, you couldn't chain it.
Right.
That's
Obviously,
it.
it would probably be like that one thing.
So it also gave you 2 plays for a single credit, so...
Right. See, Ditto, that's a nice easy one to take out.
Currently weak to your punch? To your kicks.
Yeah. Didn't take the punch one for reasons I explained.
Yep. took so long to make that Pokemon do what it was always supposed to do.
Which is punch
AKA
being smart.
Nintendo's motto.
And then there was like basically no game you ever had that let it do that.
Yep.
I guess technically Heart Gold Soul Silver, but really no. Like, you get Tyrogue after you've beaten all 8 gyms.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a waste.
Yep. And I'm just thinking of the general fact that, you know, it's really annoying to get the right Pokemon with a Tyrogue.
Yeah, well, at least in Gen 2, this is something I did. I just, like, traded myself a Tyrogue.
Yep.
So that I could use it in an actual, you know, Pokemon journey. And the fun thing is that it's like, they sell the
elemental punches?
No, they sell the IV, so the EV raising items.
Yeah.
At the department store in Goldenrod, so you can just be like, okay, take this until you're, until you're equal attack and defense or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Because I think, Hitmon top was equal.
Yeah, Hitmontop is equal because it's balanced, you see.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Hitmonchan was more attack than defense.
No, it was more defense than attack. Hitmonlee is the attacking one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. Just because, you know, punchy. It's more attacky.
Nah, in boxing, it's pretty much all about blocks.
Yeah. Good to know. Logic to the weirdo-ness.
I realize we have jump kick now. I could be using that.
Don't accept that laughter. It's uneducated.
It's uninformed.
Sorry, uninformed.
Alright, so we're just gonna pop jump kick up the top there. It's not what we're gonna use while grinding, but it is what we're gonna use
Later on.
in actual battles.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I was going somewhere with that anecdote. What was I saying? Thinking about fighters. We not getting them into an appropriately late juncture.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, there hasn't been any post physical special split remake of Kanto apart from Let's Go, and I kinda don't count that.
Yeah, because that basically was like, here's the baby game!
Yeah, it's the baby game for people who like Let's Go. If you have wrist disabilities, fuck off.
Yeah. Wait, what did it do for people with wrist disabilities?
Well, you have to do the fucking shitty squishy motion. And there was no turning it off. You can't just be like, please turn that off. But plenty of people who would have wanted to play the game, but for like various reasons cannot do the swishy flicky thing.
Yeah.
They couldn't use it. It's just not turn offable. You'd expect that it could. But no, Nintendo always loves to push its gimmicks and make you use it.
That's kind of where I was going with that. In Pokemon, like, the lesson that Nintendo always does is, here's now it does the thing it was always supposed to do. Give us praise for making it do the thing that was always meant. It's like they're getting praise for making your toaster toast when it was always supposed to toast. And when you got it, it didn't toast, and now they're expecting praise because it does toast.
To be honest, there hasn't been a lot of toast coming out of those games.
Yeah, no, I was thinking more of the Wii U. No, sorry, not the Wii U. With the motion control, the Wii. The actual just straight up Wii, where it was like, hey, it's supposed to have one-to-one motion, and you're like, sweet, okay, let's do some one-to-one motion. Actually, it can't really read one-to-one motion, so, and then they introduced the Plus, which is like, now it does one-to-one motion, and you're like, does it now? And they're like, mostly?
Well, I heard that there are at least some good games on the Switch that use the Switch thing. The problem is that they continued to be like, but motion controls, and it's like, no, you had a few good games that could do that, and then basically nothing.
Yeah, I've had...
It was a one-off thing.
Of all the games I've played with motion controls, there are exactly 2 that I can think of and go, oh yeah, I remember the motion controls and them being an integral and good part of this game. and you will understand why I specified good in a second. Well, other than the obvious fact, but of those two games, it is De Blob.
Yeah, I knew De Blob was gonna be in there.
Yep. Fucking De Blob! It just blew everything I knew about that game and just shoved it into the freezer.
Wait, what does that even mean?
I don't know!
Okay.
That's what I mean! De Blob's so weird!
It was evolved into incoherence.
Yep. So the other one was Twilight Princess. Those are the only two games that I have ever seen that have used it well. Because in Twilight Princess, you got a vague wave in the direction of what you wanted to do, and otherwise it didn't care. Like, you could go and it would register as a slash, you could go and it would register as a slash. To get your sword out of your holster, you just needed to twitch the remote. You didn't not need to do anything like crazy with that.
This would be in contrast to Skyward Sword.
Yes, where it was like, no, you've got to be precise, and it's like, okay, I'll be precise, and it's like, no, you weren't exactly precise, and I'm like, how? Like, what exactly precise do you mean? And then it's like,
here's the thing I've heard about video games. You can expect precision, exact precision from your players, but if you do, you have to have, like, precision yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be perfectly precise.
Yeah.
If you expect precision from your players, but then sometimes you just fuck up anyway, like, you can have a game where sometimes things fuck up, but you don't have to be that precise and it works fine. You can't have both of those things.
Yep, and every single enemy in Skyward Sword was like, hi, I'm blocking in a direction, and you're like, okay, slash section. Oh, I'd move my block instantly to block you from that other direction, and I'm like, that's realistic. But it's basically hit scan weapons all over again. There's no, like...
Actually, they wouldn't be able to do that if it was a hit scan weapon. That's not how hit scan works.
Isn't hit scan weapon, like, if they have line of sight on you, they shoot you.
Basically, hit scan is, as soon as you click the button or whatever, then it immediately, like, instantaneously checks to see if you have line of sight, if that will hit the hitbox.
Yeah.
Like, instantaneously. So you can't then block that, because by the time it's shooting, you'd have to have already been blocking.
Why I'm equating it to hit scan weapons is because
something comes along a lot in Tier 2.
Yeah, when enemies have hit scan weapons in like one-player games, that's so not fair to the players if they, like, the moment they can see you, they are hitting you.
Yes, that is really bad AI.
Yeah. And that is the equivalent of the I am instantly blocking in the direction you've moved.
Yeah, that's not hit scan though, that's input reading. What you're thinking of is input reading.
No, I'm not saying that is hit scan, I'm saying I would liken it to that unfairness of mechanic, is what I'm saying.
I guess. It's a lot to explain.
Yeah. But yes, like, it was, and the bit I gave up was, like, I don't think I even got to the second dungeon. I hit the one with the electrified defenses. So if they blocked you while you were attempting to hit them, you got electrified, lost some health, and had to do a recovery bit, and it was like, not only am I, like, attempting to fight them and failing most of the time, I also don't feel motivated to get past them because no matter what I do, they always block and shock me, and I'm just not having fun. I never got to the cool pirate bit. I never got to, I never got to the bit where I, like, went back in time and, like, saw the cool pirate, the dragon, or any of that. I just got super bored trying to make the 3D work. Sorry, not the 3D, the motion control.
It doesn't matter what a game has in there if you don't feel like continuing to get to that point. Then the game has failed.
Yeah, exactly.
It does not count in its favor if you were just like, I really did not want to bother to get to that point.
Yeah, which is exactly why with Spiritfarer, even though you occasionally will hear me swearing at the controls, I still love that game. It is beautiful in some ways that I cannot,
that game seems to have real bad platforming.
Yeah. Oh, the platforming is absolute shit, but that's not what you're there for. You're there for the emotional gut punch when you knife somebody you love in the back.
Yeah, that's hard to see over someone's shoulder.
Yeah. Like, it made Yahtzee Croshosh cry. That's how good it is. Also, I think I need to quickly run and use the loo while you're doing it.
You do that. You do that. I'll keep the folks entertained. Okay, that's nothing. You got nothing. Admit it. There we go. Okay, come on, guys. Get your asses up to the appropriate levels already. I know this is absolute trash I'm grinding you against, but there's really no better options till we beat Koga and get into the ocean. Okay, looks like I was right to switch out there. Ooh, critical gust. Alright, level 41, thank goodness. So let's switch you around here. Greater, so yeah, then ready to go. So we're also going to fly back to the Pokemon Center because we need to heal. But we'll have Greater up. We need Greater up 2 levels, everybody else up 1 level, and by which I mean, I guess just not Psyduck and Lawsuit. Yeah, everybody else is good enough right now. Everybody else is level 42. I think. Oh no, Bowler is level 41. Okay. And around we go again. Fortunately, I think the Greater can literally just kill everything in this route with like a Psybeam. Except maybe Butterfree? Sorry, I mean Ditto, which will turn into Butterfree. But yeah. I think even this thing is gonna die, because it's weak, it's 10 levels lower. Even though it has better special stat than Greater, I think it's just gonna go down. I was wrong. I was wrong. Fucking Crazy Talk activate, I guess. Alright. We fly again. Wonder why the game expects you to have gone to Fuchsia before Saffron. Like, you can go to Saffron. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is how we ended up doing it, but that's only because we knew that the levels were so much higher in Saffron. Pretty sure you can go to Saffron slightly before you can go. You can just, like, get the fucking water, give it to the guards, go to Saffron straight away. And then immediately into Silphco and realize, ah, fuck, no wait, you can't enter Silphco yet, because you have to beat the tower first. Or you can beat Silphco, because otherwise that rocket guard won't get out of the way. Makes sense. Although if you're running around beating people up with Pokemon, I'm like, but why can't I just be like, hey, fucking challenge you, get out of the way or I'll beat you up with my Pokemon. Parts of Pokemon logic that never have really gelled with me. It's like, I have a dragon that can shoot fire. You need to move. What's happening?
Oh, just discussing the stomach meds. I was having his for the evening.
Oh yeah?
I was commenting on the fact mine does not say anything of the sort.
About eating it with, having it with food?
Yeah.
Mine totally does, so I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shaky, shaky.
The shaky has happened.
But yeah, I was like reviewing my fucking tier list and I realized like at least a few of those Pokemon could actually have been down in the trash tiers that we want. Including, I think, Charmander in Gen 1 is just a C tier, because there's just so little that fire types can do and so badly you get fucked over by having it.
Yep.
That I probably should have made. Yeah, I probably should have made that a C. All in all.
But Charizard is pretty good.
But it's not even because it's special is only like 80 something, I think.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it doesn't get that extra boost until the special split.
Wow.
And it doesn't get any flying moves. You can't give it any. So really, it's just a no, not in Gen 1. So it's basically just a fire type with a few like extra weaknesses that's immune to earthquake, which is important and good.
Yeah.
And there's basically no one who uses rock against you except for those fucking shitty Onyx and Bruno's team. But yeah, like, so I'm like, that probably could have been a C overall. There's a few that I'm like, I could have pushed that down, I guess. If I were to do this over again, say I wipe somehow, and I start again, I would probably just get the Charmander and keep the Charmander. Because fire types just do not have much utility in this game.
And they don't have much utility in Diamond and Pearl either, but that's for a totally different reason.
They have utility, they just don't have availability.
That was what I was getting at.
Yeah. Oh no, the stun Spore.
Stunning.
It's stun.
It's smashing.
I told you about the guy that like went on Smogon with a team that had a Aggron called Nigel Thornberry. That had used head smash. Smashing.
Oh, Tim Curry, you did beautifully for that role.
He sure did. It was like the only non-evil character he played. Yeah, well, can you name another?
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, was Frankenfurter technically evil?
Kind of. He definitely didn't get people's consent for sexual acts.
Sure, okay, yeah, like that. I think I remember protesting at the time, so I'll give you that. I mean, he did somewhat, but he was also coercive about it.
Yeah. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, like, any Pokemon that requires a stone to evolve, if it has any good moves coming down the line, you can't evolve it until you get that. Or you can evolve it and then, like, not get any good moves until you get, like, a TM for it.
Yeah.
So, some of them, that might have changed some of the tierings.
Yeah.
Maybe fucking, Vileplume and what's his name? Victory Bell. Would have ended up further down.
Yeah.
Something to consider. Maybe for like if I do Fire Red or Leaf Green.
Consider this, if you will. We're restricted to one Pokemon per area.
Yeah.
What Pokemon did you get in the Harbor City?
Harbor City? What?
Where with the SS Anders?
Vermilion?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten one there yet. Why?
Yeah, because one, there's Farfetch, but you said you want to trade for it.
No, because trading's against the rules. If you could, you'd just trade for every Pokemon you have.
I was thinking in-game trades should be fine.
Why? How's that an exception to the rule?
Because they're limited by what.
I'm like, no, that's not an encounter. That's a trade, and you're not allowed to trade. You're only allowed to use the Pokemon you encounter first.
And the other one I was thinking was that once you get the best rod you can fashion, can you get Psyducks in there?
No, I think you can only get them in the Safari Zone.
Damn.
In this game.
I'm sure there was somewhere else you could get Psyducks, but maybe I'm just thinking...
You're thinking of Fire Red Leaf Green, which actually differentiated between fresh and salt water, in which case there would be a few other places I could get it.
It's weird what, like, different games will do for different...
Yeah, no, it is interesting. It is interesting to see what a few changes can do to something's actual viability.
And of course, let us not forget the green Pokemon.
The green Pokemon?
the dude that's doing the challenge with...
Oh, right, yeah. See, not everyone's always on the same wavelength, Philippa. You gotta explain yourself a bit.
But words are hard, Daniel.
Yeah, but they're the way that people understand each other.
I want a banana.
Oh, you don't.
I want a banana, damn it. That's what all of our languages boil down to.
It's offensive.
I'll say
Various
it again.
races.
I'm saying that every single human ever.
Yeah, and for some races that's offensive, so...
Yep. Even though it's true that every single one of us descended from the Homo erectus?
Probably is the answer. No one knows for sure because there was a shit ton of hominids around for a while.
Yep.
So exactly where mankind's genetic descent come from, people aren't sure. Like, it's one of those, but exactly, who knows? Homo erectus is almost certainly one of them, but we still can't be really sure.
That's fair, but considering we all came from those hominids, who almost certainly developed language as a way to say, hey, the food's over there.
Alright, so I'm level 41, that's level 24. I should be able to kill it with tackle, right? Wrong.
How dare you? Tackle is such a good move.
Well, this guy didn't have any good moves coming down the pipeline. I can teach him Ice Beam, I can teach him Surf.
Yep.
So...
important moves.
But yeah, there's like a few stone evolutions that work that way. Like, Growlithe and Vulpix, which also happen to be fire types, do have that problem where it's like, yeah, you want to get any good fire moves, you're going to have to either level it up whilst it's in its weak baby state.
Sorry, I am once again being super angry at the DLC and and Sword and Shields.
Was that?
The fact that not only are the DLCs like paid DLCs and there's more of them, but the fact that in order to get all the Pokemon, you have to buy 2 different versions of the same DLC.
I like how they said with a straight face, it's like, oh no, it's not just to scam you out of more money, it's we just can't fit that many Pokemon in, and then they released the DLCs that they were almost certainly working on at that stage.
Yep.
With those Pokemon, it's like,
Yep.
Yeah, right, buddy.
Santa didn't bring you your red slips for this year's Christmas party. And now I am also mad at Cadbury again, just because I'm perpetually mad at Cadbury, I think.
Yeah, you gonna eat that Cadbury egg or no?
I'm honestly considering not.
Then give it to me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it at the very least. And if it is as bad as I think it is going to be, then it goes straight to the Daniel.
Cool.
Both my parents and one of my good friends gave me a Cadbury egg.
I didn't know your parents did that too.
Yeah, they put a button egg through the window.
Yeah.
But yes, that is the way of things at the moment. Nobody can seem to get it through their head that Cadbury is terrible and we shouldn't support them anymore.
I mean, I don't think I ever buy this stuff.
I don't think I do either, but several other people we know seem to on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like, for example, my parents paying me that Easter egg.
Well, I told my parents about the Nestle slavery.
What was their reaction?
They were like, huh? And I was like, no, there's another option. You can get the, what's it, the Waikato chocolate almonds, and they're almost as good. And more importantly, they're not based on slave farm.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You gotta love it.
Plus, it's
that
local.
People are always against slavery until it personally makes their life a little bit harder. Point in the case would be getting conflict-free consoles.
Conflict-free consoles, huh?
Yeah, so problem with a lot of consoles, and I'm including like computers in this as well, is a lot of the chips basically need rare materials.
Right.
Yeah.
That people are basically
enslaved for, yeah.
No, I don't know about enslaved, but they're going to war over it. They're like fighting people for it.
That too, yeah. But I wouldn't
and exploiting countries like Peru and whatnot.
Yeah. Consider it, at least some of it is a form of slavery. And yeah,
either way, it's
here we
not
are.
great.
We're both using computers, so
Yeah, that's true. Kind of can't get away without getting that, though.
yeah.
It's one of those like, but you also participate in capitalism. I am very smart and wise. One of those where it's like, yeah, like, there's not much of an option. You have to have a computer of some kind to get by these days. It's just how it be. Most people have it on their phone. I don't.
Yeah.
I like a desktop, but it still has to get stuff from those materials. That is correct.
Yeah. And for me, I'm like, yeah, I don't want a smartphone. One, because it does have a lot of this problems going into it. Cough, cough, the next. Cough, cough, iPhone.
Yeah, I basically resigned myself to getting a smartphone of some kind, almost certainly not Apple, when I next have to upgrade my phone, but, you know, I'm gonna wait.
Also, it's like, most of the Android ones are now trying to basically do the, now Facebook comes installed on your phone, you can never be without the Facebook.
I would like to be without the Facebook entirely, honestly, like, I'm just waiting for it to lose cultural relevance just a little more before I dump it completely.
I mean, the phones we currently have came pre-installed with Facebook. Yeah, it's in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they had the decency to not have it be easy to see.
Yeah.
Because I never knew that.
Yeah, I found it when moving through various bits and pieces. I could, like, show you where it is. But yeah, and it's like, our phones are not smartphones. Ours are bricks, and yet Facebook is still on there, and that is gross in so many ways.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. Oh well. I'll just quietly protest by never posting anything to Facebook, really.
Yeah?
Like, I haven't done that in years. It's like, I don't take on new friends on Facebook, I don't post to Facebook. It's just not happening.
Man.
If somebody, like, if a potential boss wants to cyberstalk me, they're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah.
By which I mean, they'll probably be like, this person isn't real, look, this thing stopped a while ago, all these social medias stopped a while ago. Clearly this person's not real.
It is so weird.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm just glad there are social medias that, like, employees don't really know about,
Yep.
so that I can actually express myself on those.
Yep.
You know, the whole purpose of social media in the first place, expressing yourself.
Only to be able to, so that the people in charge can monitor what you're thinking, Daniel. That's the only reason you should ever have a social media. No, what I was thinking was, remember a few years, like I say a few years, I think it was a couple of decades back at this point, when some employment were getting flack for, like, trying to get their employees Facebook passwords or making them Facebook.
No, that wasn't decades ago. That was only a few years ago. You were right. And it's like, yeah, no.
Well, not decades, but a decade, I think.
I don't think it was a decade ago. I don't think that was.
I'm actually not sure. Like, my time sense is fucked by everything.
Yeah, time's fucked now.
Yeah. There is only the day.
Like that 8-bit theater flowchart. Time has been destroyed. The universe is a nightmare without beginning or end.
Please try again later. I've never seen the 8-bit theater chart.
You haven't?
No.
Have you not read 8-bit theater?
I've not read 8-bit theater.
You should, it's good.
I tried a couple of times, and I'm just like, I get it. It's just evil.
Maybe it's not for you then.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
It's fucking brilliant though. Like, the amount of, like, yucks somebody can get just from the concept of the main characters argue endlessly for pages and pages and nothing gets done, but it's still fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm not into it. I never got there. I was like, yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, this is my family. I'll just go over here, cry a little bit. But yes, that whole thing, and like Facebook not exactly saying don't do that, but also oh what a shame.
Yeah, well, Facebook never says don't do that unless it's like bottom line is affected. So
yeah,
they're not going to be doing that. In fact, Facebook has like just straight up influenced elections and then being like, oh, how did that happen? Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't been exactly following along, I just kind of was made aware of it. But I think there is currently a trial going on for the people who basically made the riots happen.
What riots happen?
The American election ones, where Donald Trump was like, "So totally don't come down to the Capitol." And
are you talking about the Capitol building riots?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not American. I don't know what
It's America. You can't just say those American riots. You got to be more specific. It's like that moment in fucking Batman Beyond. If you have any idea how little that narrows it down.
But yes, so the ones when Trump was trying to pretend he totally won the election by a lot. How dare you say he lost? But I'm pretty sure that the trials of a bunch of the people who, you know, like the politicians who were like, oh, don't come down to the Capitol buildings, especially don't invade room XXX where our enemies are situated. That would be terrible.
No, they've long since not been operating in good faith. Like one half of their bipartisan system has just decided to quit operating in good faith somewhere around like 2010, and it's just like, that's the end of that.
Yep.
Your democracy is basically over now. You shouldn't ever really cede anything to these people on the basis that they'll keep up that social contract, because they haven't and they won't.
I much prefer New Zealand's social contract on that regard.
I mean, our party's not exactly spectacular either. Like, our two major ones. Fortunately, we're not a bipartisan system, but our two main ones are right-wing and a little less like right-wing, but basically the exact same. Neither of them are far right-wing, which is to say absolute fucking Nazis, although there are parties that are. But yeah, like, it's one of those things, it's like, your choices, your main choices are between this party and the other nearly identical party.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Futurama joke where the two dudes, it's like John Jackson and Jack Johnson or whatever, that were like literally clones of each other as the election candidates.
How do we choose them? How do we make some massive decisions about this? But no, the point I was getting to was,
there was a point?
There was a point that I was getting towards, which is one of the people who is currently on the stand keeps on being like, no, I didn't say explicitly come down to the Capitol and go into this room, and I don't remember saying anything like that. And they're like, so should we play the video? And she's like, don't play the video. Plays the video. So on this day, come down to this building and
it's
and
like,
it happened like 5 times already, according to the media, and I'm like, what?
It's like Yogi Berra said, I never said half the things I said.
Yep.
Knowing that man exists and finding out after you were a child who like would watch Hanna-Barbera cartoons is fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there was a real guy they were making fun of, and he actually said really stupid shit all the time. Clearly not intentionally. Clearly, he just had some sort of problem with getting the words jumbled in his head and not thinking it through before he'd say stuff to press releases. But still, it's like, oh, that's fucking weird.
And finding out that people were just allowed to make fun of him.
Yeah, I mean, that carries on to this day, Philippa.
Yep.
TV can still make fun of people. We haven't reached that level yet. We haven't reached Indians' reaction to Clone High Gandhi level yet in our society.
Okay, yeah, good point. But yeah, so it is quite hilarious. One of the videos includes, like, she demanded they play the full clip of something because what she said was totally taken out of context. The context turned out to be, we will not allow power to transition peacefully, which was cut off at the start of the and hadn't been played until she insisted they play the full clip. And it's like,
Is this person representing themselves?
I honestly don't know. Like, I haven't had... It's weird because everyone who's posting shit is assuming that it is so well known that basically no one posts the name of the person they're making fun of. And I'm like...
Is it like that really obnoxious fucking trend where they, like, will put an asterisk through the name as though that person was Lord Voldemort, and typing it would allow them to appear behind them and steal your soul?
I know! And it's like...
It's like, why are you self-censoring like that? We know who you're talking about. Why the fuck do you need to...
But in this case, I have no clue who they're fucking talking about.
Yeah, in this case you don't, and you'll never know.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine I could Google it hard enough to find out.
Americans all just assume that everyone lives in America. It's how it is.
Yep. It gets even more ridiculous when there's, like, apparently at least 2 different ones of these going on at the moment. Although I may also be getting it.
I was gonna say, you're getting that mixed up with the French Nazi party leader?
No, I at least know mostly what that person looks like. Though that said, the one they're doing at the moment in the Trump house is a thin blonde lady, so...
In the Trump house?
In the Trump house.
What is the Trump house?
It's in, like, all of these people are former Trump, like, attaché?
Right.
Etc., I think. Advisors, generalized lackeys,
hangers-on, parasites.
Yeah, you know the ones. So yeah, telling them apart is occasionally very problematic for me. So there's that. But yes, what I was going to say, there's also currently, or I think it's current. Again, this is really shaky because of the way I consume news and media. Is, I believe, Johnny Depp is currently on trial.
Oh no, it's not just him, it's him and his wife, because it's really unclear which one of them was abusing the other. And they're both, like, suing and countersuing each other for defamation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I wasn't crazy in thinking...
You weren't crazy. I heard about, like one thing about this, and I was like, yeah. Because I heard that, like, he abused her, and then I heard, like, no, actually, she abused him. And I'm like, I actually don't know. Now I literally don't know what to think. Was Johnny Depp an abuser? I don't know.
Apparently there's even media, though I've not seen this for myself, so I don't know if this is hearsay or not, where she's basically going, oh, no one will ever believe you that you were abused. Who's going to believe you, a man, over me, a woman, about being abused?
I mean, sad to say, that sort of thing does happen.
Yeah, and I'm honestly like,
does happen.
Wow. And I can't remember, like, has he had 1 or 2 wives at this point?
I don't know. I don't know that much about Johnny Depp.
It's really, I am honestly not sure. It's almost sounding like, apparently this woman has also lost none of her contracts or promotions or anything like that, whereas Johnny Depp has lost absolutely everything.
I don't think he's lost everything. He's been still getting work.
As in,
there we are.
Apparently he's been tossed out of Pirates of the Caribbean for one.
They're still going with that?
Apparently! That was like my other thing. It's like, how old is this? Am I reading like ancient history now? So, yeah, I am totally confused about the current state of what is going on there.
Yeah.
It's also implied that it's happening in England. Again, I'm not sure, but that was what I got from context.
I mean, admittedly, the English laws, English defamation laws are far stronger, and, like, you can't say shit in England without people being like, defamation, I'm richer than you, I can pay more lawyers, you have to stop now.
Yeah.
Stop talking about things that I did.
I do actually know a little bit about that one, purely from that film. I keep on telling you that I really want you to see it, also no, you should never see that, or rather you would never want to see that film. Specifically the film Denial. Where
it doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, it's one of the ones I like, so yeah, you're not going to enjoy it. She says with far too much awareness. So what it is about is it is an American professor, specifically a Jewish professor, who studies the Holocaust. So already you know it's going to be a riotous amount of fun. This was all based on a true story, and apparently the movie itself is fairly factual. And in it, she specifically calls out another professor as a Holocaust denier. And he goes to England and sues her in England for calling him a Holocaust denier.
Thus making him a Holocaust denier.
Yep. And the ultimate outcome where they actually were able to pull up some of his old work that proved he had once said, no, the Holocaust definitely happened, and therefore the ultimate defense against defamation is the truth. So they were absolutely able to factually prove.
Wait, so before he was saying that the Holocaust did happen?
Yeah. And so therefore, whatever wording she'd used in her book counted as a truth because he had previously said that the Holocaust had happened, and therefore him rescinding that and reacting to her that rescinding, and that's specifically what she was pulling out of the book, counted as not being defamation for the purposes of the suit.
I don't know how that works at all, but whatever.
Yeah, that's why
I don't care to untangle that bullshit.
The movie does it way more justice than I am doing it, so that's why I'm like, the movie is worth watching. But it's like Schindler's List, and it is not a movie to enjoy. It is a movie that you watch and you then have watched, as opposed to something much more like Turning Red, where you watch it and it's a cool fun movie.
Yeah, you're like, I could watch that again.
Yeah. I mean, I could totally watch this a few times, but that's just how I am.
Yeah, you get out knowledge of terrible things. It's weird.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I want to go to Not Always Right and hear about additional terrible things as well as the things I'm forced to know about.
Well, it kind of is it's not so much self-reinforcing as it is education. Like, knowing about these terrible things makes it easier for me to know and react when I see those terrible things again.
I already know how to react. I'm just like, I just don't want to know about extra shit. I have enough bullshit.
Well, that's good.
I've seen enough things in my day that it could be a Not Always Right story that I never have to see another one.
Yeah, and that's totally fair. But for a good example for me is the pizza story. When I had that asshole who was like, how dare you not have told me that my 12 pizzas and 15 sides were going to take a while to come out at this artisanal restaurant.
That's pretty stupid.
Basically assaulting the waiter for trying to bring him food. One of the big reasons I was, motivated to stand up is I'm like, I know that if this person is doing that, that's probably their standard behavior in this situation. They're not going to back down, they're not going to apologize, they're not going to admit that they were wrong in any way, shape, or form. Therefore, since they are not going to do this on their own, I, as an outsider, am going to take action to not necessarily ameliorate the situation, but make sure that somebody says, no, that behavior is bad.
Yeah, but that pizza story is something that actually happened to you. That was real life events.
But remember, my brain doesn't always work as fast as I want it to in sort of bad situations.
Okay.
And so by educating myself on what those look like, my brain is more likely to go, hey, this is a bad situation. You could do this reaction. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's totally a possibility. As opposed to see something, 12 hours later go, oh, fuck, I could have said that. That's how it works for me and my brain specifically. But it is a very me and my brain situation.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go. Workings of Philip's brain. Not even
now you can understand the gibberish that comes out of her mouth.
No one will ever understand the gibberish that comes out of my mouth.
No, they won't. They won't. You'll just say things out of context and everyone will just be left clueless.
That's because for me, the context is right here, right now, while I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah, but nobody else is thinking about it.
I love the sort of the long pause you then got there. You're like, wait.
Yeah, that's called thinking about what you say before you say it, so the other person understands.
other side of it is my brain also works incredibly fast leaping between topic to topic to topic to topic. So occasionally I have to feed it little tidbits of whatever the fuck is lying around in order to make it not go, I'm hungry, so I'm just going to, let's see, this entire year you had that was really sucky, I'm going to dwell on that for the next year.
That doesn't sound like moving quickly from thing to thing at all. That sounds like quite the opposite.
Well, that's what I mean. It'll like go, you've exhausted all your current educational purposes, therefore. But that's also what allows me to reread stuff at a phenomenal sort of pace.
Okay, good, that missed. I do not want to have to go back to the Pokemon Center again. There we go, level 42, finally.
So why are we grinding again?
Because we want to get close to the level cap so we can fight Koga without going over the level cap. And then once we get to the level cap, we fight Sabrina.
Okay.
Who is going to be probably the toughest boss we're going to face. At all.
Right.
Because she has psychic types, and as you know, psychic types have no weakness in this game. So, you can only brute force your way through. Now, if I had Pokemon that was spatially tanky, that might help. But I do not, because I only have the trash tier Pokemon.
Right. And so what I was assuming us was actually going and fighting the gym was just us grinding to get...
That was just us being like, I'm probably high enough level I can take care of this now, you know?
Yeah. So specifically changing from grinding against wild fuckers
to fighting against...
domesticated fuckers.
Yeah. Fighting against psychic goons.
Yeah, domesticated fuckers, as I said.
Yeah. So that's how that goes.
I've got the bananas and pajamas theme in my head again.
Like, have I actually got anyone higher level than, or rather above Paula that isn't level 42 yet? I don't think I do.
I think I had one person who was also 41.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it was Greater.
Yeah.
Who somehow has like the highest hit point total on this entire team, despite being a Butterfree.
Yep.
Which I think is like base fucking 65 or something hit points.
Don't look at me, I've never memorized their stats.
I didn't memorize it, that was a ballpark figure.
By that, I mean, I know the cadaver is weak physically and that's about it.
Yeah. I was ballparking it.
Good old ballparking.
Don't think I didn't notice you using a D there.
But yeah, I believe you also have to pay at the hospital that's out in Lower Huttway as well.
See, you've jumped. I know where you're going, but other people will not.
I was about to explain that one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Earlier I was looking at a post that I then linked to Daniel, which was talking about like places you shouldn't have parking. The university that you attend, the hospital. And somebody added, like, the apartment in which you live as well. And it's like, yeah, but I linked that to Daniel, and he was, haha, at least we live in New Zealand. And,
yeah, I was like, America, and then she's like, no, you have to pay for parking in hospitals.
And Wellington.
Here as well,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yep. And so I know that you have to do it at the one we used.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is a thing.
But I am pretty sure I have seen the parking machines at the other hospital when we've been there. I'm trying to remember why was I... Oh, that was right, for your specialist appointment. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's do this again, but with less being fully paralyzed. Thank you. So this is easy XP if you just kill it before it can transform.
Yeah.
That's the reason that it was D tier, the worst Pokemon to use this entire game.
Yep. I can believe it.
It's Pidgeotto.
As long as it doesn't whirlwind you.
As long as it doesn't whirlwind us, which it didn't, we're good. Credit us, but it doesn't matter. It's absolutely jack dick damage.
15 damage total. Oh, that's sweet.
There we go. Level 42.
We both
Okay.
knew it because it paused.
Yep. Okay. Now you're going up here. Now we just have Greater to do, who can not one-shot everything, but can one-shot a lot of things.
Ah, the Pokemans.
And then we fight Koga, probably grind a little bit more, fight Sabrina.
Grinding.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Man, you know it's bad when my brain is rereading Psychic Goons to Psychic Pains.
Psychic pains.
Yep.
Philippa gets psychic pains
From the grinding.
from the grinding. Well, if it helps, we only got one more dude to grind until we fight Koga.
It does help, thank you.
And we get to do a thing. And we grind some more. And then we get to do a thing. And then we get to do a thing some more.
So,
Oh, taking it off. Too hot.
they will be at level 42 at that level. Why is that one level so important?
I don't want to overlevel. If I overlevel anyone, they can't fight Sabrina.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why not take level 42 with Sabrina?
Because then that might be the difference between winning and losing. I can get up to level 43, so I should get up to level 43. Hardest boss in the game. As I said, everyone agrees, Sabrina is basically the toughest challenge you have to fight. Entire game.
Because nothing resists Psychic at this point.
Nothing resists Psychic,
Not even the rocks.
except for other Psychics, and nothing's gonna super affect it.
Yeah. Does bug not actually super affect it?
It does, but what bug are you gonna use?
Yeah. Well, that's why I think about a Jolteon who got Twin Needle, but
Well, we can't do that, and it's Pin Missile, but yeah, we can't be doing that with this one.
But I think I also actually used in my personal game, I believe, way back when, ended up leveling a Beedrill to use Twin Needle against it.
But like, wouldn't it just get killed by any psychic move?
It didn't. It moved too fast. Somehow.
How much did you grind it up?
I don't remember.
It must have been higher than level 43, because fucking Beedrill's base speed compared to Alakazam's base speed.
I don't remember.
I mean, now you've got the badge boosts and all that other shit, but still.
I do not remember, sir. This is one of the few points that my memory lets me down because it was so long ago.
Yeah, so long ago. Didn't really do any grinding when I was a kid. I'd just like lose a lot.
Yeah.
And get lost inside areas of wild Pokemon and not know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah,
That's what happened.
grind that way.
The totally legit version of Silver Water my cousins got for a while.
Right.
And I got lost in like that first area getting to the Egg Boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Even I didn't get lost there.
I think it's just because it switched between day and night, so it looks different to me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Suppose I should also like what's it? What was I even looking up something about it?
Can't use it this gen. Do you want me to just have it open and...
I'll open it up, it's fine.
Yeah.
There we go. Koga. Yeah. So he does have poison type moves on his thing. I was like,
Yeah.
will my Butterfree be any good? And the answer is probably not.
Yeah.
We've got a few dudes weak to poison. Actually, we have just this one. But we also have one that's like Arbok.
Mm-hmm.
Could still be useful defensively, but isn't going to be doing a lot of damage. Especially against what amounts to like a shit ton of coughing and wheezing.
Cough, cough.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm like, how do people not understand this?
I don't understand what.
Masks and not coughing in people's fucking faces.
Okay.
Like, that seems to be basic logic, and
Yeah, you'd think so, but no, people are willfully ignorant on this one. Where they're like, it's inconvenient, don't want to do it.
And therefore, because I don't want to be slightly inconvenienced, I'm going to completely inconvenience you.
Yeah, they don't think of it that way. They just think of it as like, I'll stop wearing the mask, and that's where it ends.
Mm-hmm.
They do not think about others.
Somebody else says, wear the mask, and
And they're like, how dare you? I've already explained this. This is like people when they're fucking, like, playing loud as shit music, and you're like, could you turn it down? They're like, how dare you get in the way of my good times? And it's like, because you're getting in the way of my any decent times. They're like, fuck you, I'm having fun.
Okay.
A lot of people have protagonist-centered morality.
So I'm pretty sure this started on Petty Revenge and went into the Pro Revenge of a tale of a guy's dad. And the dad was an Asian immigrant who people either would assume things about or would try and take advantage of.
Okay.
One of his best examples was when he hired a moving crew, and there's two ways to pay moving crews. One is like a flat fee, like you agree up front how much you're going to pay them based on the job, and the other one is hourly, which they prefer, obviously, because the more they slack off, the more money they get. And so he called the company, got it. Sorry, I'll tell the story, then I'll tell the one I actually want to laugh about. Yeah, so he called up the company, found out that they do per job, agreed to a contract for a per job basis, and on the day the dudes came out, he noticed them like trying to do it. Oh, so heavy, let me lift this tiny end table with two people just to not strain us, kind of, you know, obvious, like they're deliberately taking double time for...
Okay, well, they're not getting paid by the hour, so...
Yeah, that's the thing. Then they try to charge him by the hour, and he's like, that's great, here's your agreed to amount. They're like, what? And he's like, here's the contract I signed with your bosses. Do you want to have a conversation about this? And they're like, sir. And I was like...
Don't know what the reason it is, but there's a lot of shady movies out there.
Yeah. Which is weird. Like, it is just weird to me that they managed to proliferate.
That's just one of those things where I'm like, why this particular enterprise?
Yeah. Suppose there's not too much regulation on it, probably.
I guess?
Yeah. But the other one is that the flat they were in was supposed to have insulation between the floors. He owned the flat outright. That was another story in and of itself. And I believe that they actually did have insulation between the floors. Then somebody who moved in, and the way they described it was basically, it was as if a bowling alley had been installed upstairs.
Oof.
Yeah, even through the insulation.
Yeah, I've had the dreaded, what the fuck, are they actually dribbling a basketball up there many times.
Yep. But yeah, and so, because of this, and they'd repeatedly go and ask, hey, can you, like, not?
Could you not?
And they'd be like, ha ha ha, turn up music, slam door in face kind of thing. And so the revenge they took was the dad and a couple of family members drilled into the ceiling, which was theirs, and through the insulation, which was also theirs, so all fully legal. Patched in a sound system with the speakers facing upwards. Molded it all back in so none of the sound would come down, it would all go up. Then set that particular sound system to blast Cotton Eye Joe.
Right.
And then just anytime they started getting really noisy, they just blast Cotton Eye Joe. And then they tried calling them Southwest on the flat, like the bottom flat, because they're like, oh, obviously we're not playing Cotton Eye Joe, so this loud Cotton Eye Joe must be coming from downstairs. And
then they're like, well, we're not playing it.
Yeah, the police would
find the thing we're playing it from. You can't even hear it here.
Yeah, that literally, like, it'd be like, yeah, there's basically no sound in here. Then they go upstairs and you can hear Cotton Eye Joe blasting out. So they're like, obviously you guys are the one making all this noise. Like, and so yeah, they trolled the house with Cotton Eye Joe, and apparently the new neighbors were much lovelier.
I'm sure, by like default they were.
Yeah.
Okay, just fucking finish this.
But yes, I do find it funny that their weapon of choice was Cotton Eye Joe.
Well, yours was Code Lyoko.
It's true. And it worked well.
It worked, like, surprisingly well, honestly.
It shouldn't have had to.
It shouldn't have had to.
But it did. And for those who are like, what?
The insulation in our last house was basically non-existent.
Yeah.
And according to the landlord, they couldn't put any in between the floors.
Yep, no
This is the
way.
same guy that refused for like a decade to put in a $300 shower hood into his shower so it wouldn't destroy his entire bathroom.
Which we're pretty sure did.
It did. He would have to replace the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And also it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they absolutely could, but they were just cheaping out, being liars.
Yeah. But regardless, and like, we weren't even saying you need to do it. We were just like, hey, so the ceiling is starting to like peel apart.
Well, I was talking about like the noise thing, where it's like, yeah, and I was also saying, like, we'd get some shitty property managers where I'd be like, could you please make sure they know that there are people below them and that there's no insulation? And they'd be like, yeah, sure. And then like,
we'd go and tell them like the first night they moved in.
they'd be like, no idea, never had it mentioned.
Yep.
And we're like, holy shit, someone's lying here and I'm pretty sure it's not you.
Yep. Because, like, we had...
And then we had, like, one at the end, and this is when I knew I had to get the fuck out of that place, where we're like, apparently they had glowing reviews, they'd been upstairs neighbors before, and the property manager totally looked into all of their references, and then they're fucking loud as shit. These people apparently lived from, like, they mostly stayed awake till, like, 3 o'clock at night every goddamn day. Like, they'd get home at 11 and stay awake until 3, and I'd tell them, like, well, I can hear every fucking thing, I can't sleep, could you stop? And they're like, well, we're not gonna tiptoe around for you. To which I was thinking, why the fuck aren't you? Like, I've just told you I can't sleep, a basic human necessity, and you're like, no, we're not gonna, we're just gonna not my problem that one.
Yep.
They weren't even like, oh, damn those fucking, like, people for letting us move into a place that we're not appropriate for.
Yeah.
They were just like, no, you're the problem for living at normal hours. Not even normal hours, they were relatively late. Compared to most people who fucking, like, work. And they're like, how dare you ask us to be quiet, to tiptoe. Oh my god, tiptoeing. Wouldn't that be terrible?
Screaming.
Yeah, and it's like, I tiptoe whenever it's past like a certain hour at night out here, because we have downstairs neighbors that won't want to hear us.
And I am happy being reminded that my laugh is really obnoxious.
Your laugh is obnoxiously loud, it is. Sorry.
No, I accept that, and I am glad every time you're like, hey Philippa, you laugh, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm sorry, let me just go and try to correct that for a bit. Like, that is absolutely an appropriate thing, because I can't always control it, I don't always know that I'm doing it.
Oh, Anagram's only a little footy too. Well, that's fine, still. Okay, so we say we're gonna fight Koga. Repeat, we are about to fight a gym leader, this is not a drill. Before going in and grinding some more.
But so that was... oh god. And so for some reason the totally legitimate version of Code Lyoko I have
was like blaringly loud, like insanely loud.
Like, I set the actual TV, like the physical knob on the TV, because it was an old TV as well, down to like 4 of, I think that one was 63, weirdly. I don't know why so many TVs has like 63 as their highest. But so anyway, that was it still being obnoxiously loud.
Yeah, it was still obnoxiously loud at that stage.
Yeah. And so whenever they really annoyed me, because I was actually still watching through that show at that point, I just put that on and
at loud volume.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I'd also put on my Aqua CD and leave my CD player blasting at the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, X attack. That will do a lot of damage if you ever attack. But I get the feeling that you won't.
Oh, look at that. He didn't.
He did not. Here's the mark. Now, this is the thing that can fuck us up the most. It can minimize. Oh, he's using X attack. Okay.
I think his strategy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna spam X attack. Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah.
Slightly worried.
Oh, that could be a problem. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
That
Also,
was
like
your
one
only
damage.
attack.
Yeah.
Well, if that had been able to like snowball from there, I might not have had any good switch-ins. But
True.
for an X-attacked muck, I mean, admittedly, I had like anagram. Fine. There we go. Level 43.
Yeah.
He's not a big surprise. And then we dig, and he X-attacks again.
Apparently he likes his X attack.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow, 2 of them.
Well.
You really are throwing this fight, Koga. Like,
Yep.
speaking of throwing the fight.
I wasn't gonna say it, you got there first.
Yeah. He's like, I guess you won. And I'm like, your strategy was to spam X attack and then use the fucking self-destruct.
Yeah.
The soul badge.
Defense!
Now we can surf.
Now.
So really what we could do instead of grinding in that shitty little patch, we can actually surf.
And fight some actual trainers.
Fight some actual goddamn trainers. Cool.
Goddamn snipers.
Yeah, no, what's it, no Remoraid here.
I get it, but also...
Get it?
Anything else get sniper?
Quite a few do, including, Spearow. Spearow line gets sniper. Presumably because they're based off of herons, which will, like, observe a fish for ages and then just sort of, like,
Snip.
elongate neck. Javelin spear.
Sniper. Okay. Beetle gets it as a hidden move.
A hidden ability.
A hidden ability.
Yeah.
Pharaoh's family also hidden. Horsey. Okay.
Yeah, no, the Horsey family famously does. You haven't heard of the scope lens focus energy Kingdra strat?
I don't pay attention to the metagame. But not Kingdra. But oh no, there it is.
Yeah, Kingdra does. Not Cedra, I don't think.
No, Cedra does.
Okay, because no, that's right. It's Swift Swim.
Swift
It, like
Swim.
has Swift Swim in Horsey, loses it for Poison Point for reasons I don't understand.
Yep.
In Kingdra.
No,
Then-
only for Cedra.
Sorry, Cedra, then regains it in Kingdra.
Yeah, that is really weird. I was looking at that and being
Weird as shit.
what? Finrak Glide, again, is a hidden. Remoraid, as we were just discussing.
The only Pokemon that you're like, well, obviously it's gonna have that.
Yeah. That's because that's where we started this discussion. Let's see. Then we've got the Scarpy line,
Yeah, makes sense, I guess.
the Binacle,
Binacle. Weird.
and I cannot say its evolution.
Barbaracle.
Yeah. And weird, okay, hidden ability, the Sobble line.
Subble. No, that makes absolutely sense. It's basically a sniper. Looking at the sea to forget. Forget the fact that this game has so much fucking ocean.
Hey, look, it's the original tentacle! Man, it looked... I'm not gonna lie, I do like the sort of easier to draw, refined version. But there's something fucking awesome about OG tentacle there.
I love swimming. What about you? I'm actually pretty good with swimming.
Yeah. But
I
you
don't
live in
like
New
going too
Zealand,
far
so
out to
it's
sea, but I like the beach.
Yeah.
The only
We
thing
live
I don't really like is the seaweed that is always
As I
there.
say, we live in New Zealand. It is required to learn how to swim.
Yeah, pretty much.
And when it stopped being required, we saw a lot of drowning death.
Yeah, big spike in baby death.
Yeah.
Because your kid ran out and died in the ocean.
Yep. Any other abilities I should look up out of interest?
Not that I can think of right now.
Bob Gardner is participating in a week-long marathon of Pokemon catching in benefit of St. Baldrick's Foundation.
Sounds made up.
Yeah, it's like you go click on like the JavaScript to run, and I'm like, oh, I did JavaScript.
That's because you gotta unblock it with your
Yep.
no script.
Yep.
which is basically required to have on a browser. If you don't have NoScript, get NoScript.
It's so useful for so many things. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, Cancer Foundation.
Cool. I can beat Pokemon at swimming. I highly doubt that. Tried diving for Pokemon, but it was a no-go. Not till Gen 3.
I know.
It's so nice to be not grinding, isn't it?
Man, the phrasing of this one, I'm like, okay.
Problem.
How can you conquer kids' cancer? And I'm like, okay.
How can you conquer kids? Cancer.
But at the very least, they do use an actual kid who is obviously going through chemo at the moment, judging by the what's it, the nose line? Is that
Nose line?
That one.
Right.
Ventral line?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Also, I think it's really cute. The pic they've used, the kid has got like a ladybug sticker holding it in place, and it's like, good on you. I would much rather that people actually use, like, the people they are raising for as, like, images for what they're raising for, as opposed to the occasional things.
It's Seeking.
Yeah.
It's fuck yeah Seeking, man. Kinda looks like Hootie in the sprite. Seeking is the Hootie of Pokemon. Oh.
Sorry, I'll stop laughing, but you're right.
You have to fish for sea Pokemon. Yeah, pretty much, or else you're just gonna get Tentacle. Swimming's great, sunburns aren't. Boy, again, we live in New Zealand, we definitely know that.
Yep. Like, for those of you who come here and somehow don't know what New Zealand is at this stage.
You know that hole in the ozone layer and how it went away? Well, not here.
Yeah, that.
Still not gone.
But we're also basically never more than 2 to 3, like 3 in a really remote place, but basically never more than an hour and a half from water at any given time. And so we swim. It actually really weirded me out the first time I talked to some of my American friends, and I was like, I just went swimming, and they're like, oh, you can swim? Why would you do that? And I'm like, you don't just go swim? What? It had this whole existentially horrifying conversation where I found that they did not consider it like a fundamental right to go swimming.
I find it strange that people can see those places where you can see the horizon that isn't mountain or sea.
Just
wouldn't look right.
Yeah, no, it fucking creeped me out when I was in the States for a bit. I was like...
Doesn't California have mountains?
Not anywhere on the horizon.
I don't know. Guess it's a big state.
Yeah, it was really disconcerting. I was like, okay, now just to find my navigation. Where's my navigation points? Where is all the vertical to navigate by? I don't understand. Where is my vertical gone? Thankfully, like, it still didn't mess up my ability to navigate too much, so I still made my way around perfectly fine. I also discovered that their maps are too huge, and even on a local map, they don't draw in all the roads. Yeah, that was weird.
So I'm gonna keep recovering, I'm gonna switch.
And so that was how I discovered, again, that America is, like, designed for cars.
Yeah, it really is. Unfortunately, our society is kind of the same. It's not a great idea.
Yeah.
No. Not a great path to have gone down, it turns out.
Yeah. We're slightly less designed for cars than other ones.
Oh yeah, like America is that to the nth degree, but like,
yeah.
Unfortunately, ours, like basically all developed countries, have been built around having personal cars. And this screws the pooch.
And sometimes
in a lot of
you
ways.
Really see it in really horrifying ways, and you're like, oh, now just to get to the medically required hospital. Oh, how do I get to the medically required hospital without a car?
I just love you, right? Can I have it when I win? No. We don't have anti in Pokemon.
You cannot up it, because there is no anti to have.
I mean, even in Magic, they, like, banned it after, I think, 2 sets?
Anti-work and Magic.
Okay, this is how it works. If you're playing for anti, you both have to agree to it to start with. Then you start off by, before you draw your hand or anything, flip off the top card of your library. Okay, those are in the anti pool. Whoever wins gets both cards.
Okay, so, right.
And there were a lot of cards that interacted with anti.
Ooh,
And be like, here's a powerful effect, but you also have to up another card into anti for it.
Wow.
Or things that would put a card that your opponent has onto the anti pile.
Wow.
These cards are all now banned in all tournaments because no one plays for anti anymore because no one wants to lose their cards.
Yeah. I'm impressed that even lasted any time at all with professional card players.
Well, professional card players didn't exist when Magic first started. It was the first collectible card game.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
Like, it was the first one.
Okay, I'll give you that. But
God damn it, Nuzlocke is not having an easy time with this.
no, it's almost like he's not good against water types for some reason.
Hey, you're not good against water types because they can't. Their stab's not going to hit him either.
Okay, slight advantage. But no, what I was thinking of,
And he has like super high defense.
yeah. For my hilarious moment on that is, again, a petty revenge story, of a dude who they just kept on having an asshole in like their local games. You know
Yeah.
that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag that guy.
Yeah.
Capital T, capital G.
Yeah.
Yes, level 43.
And so, and they were bragging about, they basically also bought their way into the game because they were like, my parents can afford to buy me this Black Mox Lotus and that kind of thing.
Right, so it wasn't like a role-playing game, it was a...
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering. This
Oh.
one. And so,
Alright, it gets pick. That may
Yeah.
not have been the smartest move.
yeah, it weirdly gets picked because of the horn and then gets horn drill later on because of the horn.
Is it because of the horn? I thought it was just like going up to you and being like,
I'm
its
not
mouth.
sure. That was not how my brain always rationalized it, but it was obviously like,
not mine.
yeah. But yeah, so, and they were playing Frankie, and this kid, like, had one of the latest, rarest, you know, worth hundreds of dollars kind of card.
Yeah, what year does this take place in?
It wasn't specified. It was
If they're playing for Andy, it would have had to be pretty early on in Magic Life.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because nobody actually knew what the rarest cards were back then. The internet didn't really exist.
Still, like, some cards were in trading shops going for money.
Okay,
Like,
so it
it
was
might
around
have
about that
been-
time when people started to catch on?
It might have not actually been, like, they were officially playing for Anti, that they just agreed to play for Anti.
Okay.
Like, because basically they were playing with the rule that if somebody wins, like, they get some cards.
Right.
I am translating to Anti because that is what I am now understanding it as. But they never use that word in the story, so
Gotcha.
it might not have officially been Anti, it might have just been, like, house rules. But anyway, so kid is showing off their brand new card, laughing at the kid who just, you know, has a regular deck that they built themselves, kind of, your parents bought anything, how, like, why don't you go stop being poor, Mr. Poor Man? Do they not know how to get money, that you just go to the money man and ask for money? You know, that guy. Him. And so, and had been this obnoxious brat at every single game that they'd ever played in the entire, like, time of them playing games. And often was a really bad sport, would laugh at people who lost, etc., you know, just in every single bad player behavior you can think of,
Yep.
that guy had it.
Yep.
But had never been officially banned because, of course, money.
Right.
So,
Assuming you just bought a lot from the store, so they were like, well, we're not going to ban it.
yeah. Exactly. Either that or it was an in-school tournament. It was, again, not extremely clear and
Not very clear what the context was.
Yeah. So this guy was like, I am going to cheat just a little because fuck this dude. And so he marched one of his best cards.
Yep, that's cheating.
Yep. And he acknowledges this as cheating, but he also is like, so I was a fucking kid and this guy was a douchebag, so And managed to, even with the cut, get it so that the card turned up fairly early.
This is doable. People are aware of these magic tricks.
Yep. And then won the game. And the secret was he'd also subtly marked the dupes card.
Would have been hard to pull off.
Yeah, like that was what he said. Like,
Someone takes a fucking marker to someone's card.
And then he just like flips the corner or slight. Something very slight.
That's still something people will often notice, especially people who are uppity assholes, like this guy.
Yeah.
We are not letting focus energy.
Yeah. But that's the thing. So he managed to do that. And so when it came time to take his victory prize, of course he selected that card. And the dude started screaming and being like, "No, it's not fair, how dare you!" And like started throwing hands against this, taking his most valuable card. And they're like,
"You shouldn't have agreed to it, dude.
You wagered it." And he was like, "But I didn't think I was gonna lose."
Yeah. So what you thought is you let me get this straight. You thought you were just basically stealing a card, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because a gamble in which you cannot lose is theft.
Yeah. Except if you're in the market, and then it's just capitalism.
Yeah.
He says, still hating capitalism. Absolutely. Yes. The discussion about, like, oh, if you wanted a job that paid you, Phil, you should just get a better job, as opposed to, you know, paying workers to work like it's meant to work. I'm good. I'm not going on the rant. I'm not going on the rant.
Well, you'll be derailing your own anecdote.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going on the rant. But yeah, so that was and apparently he just threw such a big tantrum over this kid taking his special card that he didn't expect to lose by wagering it on this game, that he actually ended up getting thrown out and not being allowed back. And everybody was like, "Oh, thank that guy is gone."
Let this be a lesson. Children, don't gamble shit you don't want to lose.
Yep. Also, don't be an asshole, but that's just a general rule of life. If you're an asshole, you're not going to have many people who actually want to hang around you. Like, all those people who say they do, if you're an asshole, they're just there because you give them some power, and the moment you don't have power to give them anymore, they're gonna fuck off and find somebody else who can give them power. Putin.
It's fine. Putin's kind of heading down a spiral right now.
A spiral which may well end up with the Ukraine president capping his bitch ass.
I doubt it. I really doubt it, but humiliating him, yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's already doing a pretty good job of that.
Yeah, like, I don't think anyone's ever fucking storming Moscow or anything, but thing is that, like, Putin mostly gets to stay in power because all the people in Russia like the stuff he's doing. Now they hate it.
Yeah, they're like, why?
They're not going to overlook all the other crap that he's pulling.
One seems to be noticing that there's a lot less, like, looking after the public going on in this trying to sell the country at the moment.
Oh yeah, by the way, we ain't gonna fuck around with seafoam caverns. I love floating with the fishes. Yeah, no, I could never get that puzzle, and I don't care to. Yeah.
I can get you through that puzzle, like, pretty easily.
Yeah, but why would we?
Yeah.
Like, I think at best, I think we'll use it as somewhere to grind, but I think the Pokemon Mansion is still better. Okay.
I'm like, isn't it required in their own...
It's not. Yeah. I just passed by it. It is an optional area. It's on the way through a required area, which is to say, it's not actually, because you can go the other way and just never see this entire part. But, yeah, no, it's not a required area. You do not have to go through it, and I never have.
I'm in one of those moments where I'm like, oh yeah, games used to be allowed to not force all their content into your
Yeah, devs used to not be, hold up.
Obliged to shove
I can't skip through this way. But yes, they used to not be terrified of you ever missing any bit of content. Like, now I'll admit, that's because back in these days, games took way less time and effort to make. But still, it's like, the crippling, like, fear that a lot of game designers have of what if no one sees the thing I make? It's a bit of a problem because you don't get optional areas out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, even me, a person who says, yeah, legitimately, Pokemon would be better off if it was all linear, as not someone who's, like, against the idea of optional areas to go into, especially ones with just wild Pokemon and not trainers, so you don't feel like you're underleveling yourself by avoiding it.
And I'm just thinking of the fact that I think they made it a required area later on.
No, I don't think they ever did.
I mean, it is where, in, Gold Silver,
That's post-game, though.
Yeah.
Everything in the post-game is optional because you don't need to do that to beat the game.
That's true.
I need to be careful about how much I use Baller because...
Now I know what I was thinking of, Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls does that quite a lot, where it's like, yeah, this is optional. It's all optional, don't worry about it.
It's also like, no, you're not. I'm not here to impress you. You're here to impress me. Dodge roll.
That's why it took so long to catch on.
Yep.
There we go, Horsey should be able to be beaten by Grader.
It is an impressive game, or set of games, I should say.
I should definitely have Anagram up here instead of Grader, but whatever.
Why would Anagram be more advantageous at this point?
Oh, just because it's like, oh, I got things out of order, I should have done Grader first. I ordered them from like highest to lowest level and then highest to... Or, sorry, lowest to highest level, then lowest to highest hit points.
Fair. My way of doing it was lowest to highest, or rather highest to lowest need of experience.
Well, level's gonna do that for you, isn't it?
But then in levels,
and there's the poisoning.
That you need to be able to go through the thing.
Fortunately, we are quite close to being back on Fuchsia City. Yeah.
I was about to say, did you bring the flyer? And then I realized, no, you've got Anagram in there.
I've got Anagram in there. Yeah. It's fine though. We'll just grind up in the ocean.
Yep.
Rather than fucking around going all the way back down to Pellet Town and down to Cinnabar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I think it might be better to level up in the Seafoam Islands.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, level 50. Kuno's gonna give you some level. Except you can't get to it because you need strength.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Sorry, re-listen to Red's Shadows Over and that's currently in my head.
Okay.
One Halloween, Overly Sarcastic Productions did Lovecraft as their Halloween thing. And the stories they covered were Shadows Over Innsmouth, what was it, Colours in the Well or something? The Cooler. Some of these names may be wrong, I'm just trying to remember from the descriptions. And can't remember the other one. And one of them is talking about non-Euclidean geometry.
Uh-huh.
And she's like...
So, spheres.
Yeah. Except he didn't understand that at all. And by that I mean Lovecraft. And so he's obviously like treating it like, oh no, it's non-Euclidean, and everyone else is like, okay. Except in the story, of course, because he's writing it. Oh no, it's non-Euclidean.
Yeah.
Man cannot comprehend non-Euclidean. And it goes the same for colours, where there's colours unlike anything man could conceive of. And
You mean like fuchsia?
No, that's we can totally conceive of that color.
No, we can't. That's why our brains just give us fuchsia instead. It's the you know that pink, that purple and black checker that you get when you don't have a texture?
Oh yeah.
It's that, but for our brains. That's what magenta is.
Jesus.
Why am I running into all the level 5 tentacle here? There's high level Pokemon in this area. Let's go and let's just fucking head through here. Okay, now this may very well be something we can catch. Yeah, it's sealed. We catch this.
That's all.
It's in D tier. It's like a worse cloister, which is itself a worse Lapras. Dugong?
Yeah.
Dugong, right here, under Rapidash, but under Rapidash, above Muck.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, I was looking for the blue.
You were looking for the blue?
Yeah, you said you put all the water types in blue.
No, I never said that.
Okay.
Protruding horn on his head is very hard. It is used for bashing fruit with thick ice.
Yeah. Last stitch. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes,
We'd be pretty
hard pressed if we go.
hard pressed if we get that. Okay, the rest we're gonna fight.
The seal of disapproval.
Let's see. I don't want to risk you getting too high a level.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't think we have many options against Slowpoke, so.
I think Electro is one of the few that I can hear their name in the way they say it.
I guess. I was just weirded out that you don't get that it fucks with the music when it shows up.
Huh. Yeah, no, I remember that conversation, but no. I can never hear it.
I remember in the fucking anime it was like, Shauna! Like this big fucking screech.
Yep.
I'm like, why did you choose this? Why did you choose this?
That flinch.
Finish it with the Mega Drain.
Reclaim the health.
Yes!
All of it.
Yes! What's up here?
I mean, I can tell you, but you're not gonna like it.
It's another Slowpoke.
I mean, some of them they clearly made quite an effort to try and. Nope, don't hear it.
It didn't happen that time.
Like every time you go to put it out now, I'm gonna listen for it.
Alright. I should probably just stop switching to Bolo because I do not want him over-leveled.
Oh,
Hey, it's a
Golbat. Just in case you're ever horrified. Yeah.
Just kept screeching and screeching at
Too
him.
much blood on the knob.
There we go, Anagram's level 43 now. So this is a way better place to grind. 123, yes, same as you. Then we just need to get Greater up there and we'll be good.
Wow, Greater, your hit point.
Yeah, Greater is weirdly the most buff Pokemon we have. At least in terms of raw hit points.
The distressing Golbat. Somebody took a lot of effort to make those eyes disconcerting. Almost.
Almost. It's fine, it didn't do some bullshit, so we can just finish it.
Yep. Whew, 708 in the experience points. That's some nice experience.
It is some decent experience.
You could try poisoning it.
I'm just gonna run from it, fuck it, we can grind against better things.
Yeah. Does that count?
Yes, technically. We're gonna switch to Anagram, because this guy has a Aurora Beam.
Tackle, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not so concerned about Tackle.
I'm curious if Cat don't do Mega Drain from there, like...
I don't know, I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm gonna fuck around and find out.
It's not the place for your experimentations.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've been getting so yawny in the evenings lately.
You always get yawny in the evenings, like, always. Look at previous streams we've done. Happened all the time.
Aw,
Zubat. This is definitely gonna get destroyed.
Yep. Zubat, if a Golbat got destroyed.
Yeah, if a Golbat almost got destroyed, then this will definitely get destroyed.
I mean, it had like one hit.
It had like 1 point left. It's Psyduck. I wish I could have caught you. You'd have been cool. Instead, I'm gonna kill you. So cute.
It is.
Look at it. It's trying to fight somehow. Oh well, back you go.
I didn't know you could get it here. Otherwise, I would have been like,
Yeah, I knew there was a small chance, but not
Seal came first.
not very high. And yeah, Seal comes. There's so many Pokemon that we can get here. Because basically, in order to be like in a decent tier by this point in the game, you have to be pretty good.
Oh no, it withdrew.
Yeah. Okay, at this point, I am going to start Mega Draining to see if that'll do more damage. It's done 2 withdrawals. Okay, that was a crit. That tells us nothing.
Good old crits.
Hey, great is level 43.
Okay, time to go try and kill Sabrina.
Yep.
He doesn't teleport no more.
No. That wasn't what I wanted to do anyway. It was this. Dig us out, Snuggie!
Dig.
I forgot that would do that. That saves us some trouble.
Yep.
Now we gotta fly again, though.
Yep. I mean, you could bike all the way back.
Up the cycling road.
Yeah, you didn't see my expression in the background.
I could hear it. It's like biking up the cycling road. Not that good.
Yeah, no,
Not
they
good
make that
times.
better in other versions.
Hey, don't recall it being any better in any other versions.
Yeah, some of them, even though it does let you just zoom down, it doesn't, like, make it hard going back out.
Okay. I've never known this.
I don't remember what versions it is.
It's not Fire Red and Leaf Green, because it has the same thing, so... I don't know what other versions you're referring to that have a cycling road that works that way. Saffron! And step on it.
Like, it might not just be, I think it's just, it goes at the same speed, even though, like, if you let it go downhill, it'll just go downhill. It just doesn't penalize your speed the way it does some for this one.
It totally does do that in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Oh yeah, Crater.
Okay.
Alright, let's look up Saffron Gem now.
I already had that open before. I no longer have it open.
It's fine. Saffron Gem. We're gonna look
Saffron
at Sabrina. So she starts with Kadabra.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna want to start with Nuggie and see if he can obliterate everything.
Yep.
That's probably my best bet. He's like the only one that can outspeed an Alakazam.
What do you do if you leveled up to 44 while you're there?
Remember we beat all the goons. It's
Yep.
not gonna happen.
That's it, while he's fighting the others.
That's fine, that's kosher.
Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah. I'm not gonna dump him in mid fight. Okay. Some people doing hardcore Nuzlocke will purposely grind up so that they're almost leveled up. So everyone is almost leveled up when they fight boss. But yeah, this one's got an easier. I forgot that this is like.
Weird.
Yeah, because there's like, see, there's like a tiny bit that has that sprite in it.
Yep.
So that whole thing has collision.
Oh.
Yeah, it's diagonals. That's the trick. You just keep going on diagonals. Eventually, you're gonna get to Sabrina.
And then down. Yeah. Like,
Diagonals.
No, not diagonal, down.
Watch me go.
You
Man,
see, that was the room that I think you went
Diagonals.
down from.
I was showing you my way. Okay.
I was showing that if you went my way, you would have been there already.
I had a vision of your arrival. I also had a vision of someone nagging you. Psychic power since I was a child. Just like Philippa. Just learned to bend spoons with my mind. I just like fighting, but if you wish, I will show you my powers. I dislike fighting, but I did fuck up every single fighting trainer in this town.
You disliked it so much, she fucked them all over so she'd never have to see it again.
Yeah.
Officially.
I dislike fighting, the type.
I am specific. What would it be? Typist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Mr. Mime, yep. There's 4 defenses. Yeah, this looks even worse than normal Mr. Mime.
Yeah. Come on, Nuggy! Yeah!
That was even a crit. Didn't even need to do that, but...
Yep.
Venomoth. I'm pretty sure a dig will just take out Venomoth as well? I think.
Pretty sure it's a bug, so...
it's a bug. Fuck, well, we may be doomed.
Come on,
That may
Nuggy.
have doomed us right there. Leech Life's not going to do much. Okay, so plan B. Plan B is... We, see, that's annoying. I probably should have switched there.
Well, you didn't.
I didn't, because I forgot the Venomoth was even a thing here, even though I just looked at it just now.
Yep. And even had Sunspore.
We're going to switch to Greater, and we are going to put it to sleep, and then we're going to switch to somebody else. Damn, that's a Reflect. That's not good for us.
Yep.
Because that lasts forever in this game. Okay, good. You're just using Psywave?
Yep.
Won't one-hit KO Greater. In fact, got a low roll, and just, like, shat the bed. Okay. So, Nuggy can't really withstand, and Nuggy's pretty useful. I'm going to send out Lawsuit, and I'm just going to get him to takedown.
Yep.
It's that or Anagram, and honestly, Lawsuit is actually a little worse than Anagram still. Okay. Take it down. Roll the biscuits. Oh yeah, Reflect.
Yeah. Can you manage it? Come on! Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Sabrina through.
Yep. Yay! You did it, Nuggy! You did it, Lawsuit! You did it, Greater!
We did it. Even though I missed.
Totally looks like. I mean, the whip. The whip is.
Okay, you know why that is, though, right?
No.
Okay, so. One second. I got a really piss poor nozzle on this one.
Maybe you should take that nozzle out of sight.
Take it out of circulation. Back in when they were still developing the game, instead of battling Pokemon to catch them, they would have had you physically attack them with, like, a whip and shit. Which is why the Tamers, the Rockets, and Sabrina still have whips in their sprites.
Huh.
Marsh Badge protects Pokemon, makes Pokemon after level 70 obey you. Strong Pokemon will become wild, ignoring your orders. Just don't rage your Pokemon too much. Please take this TM. It's for Psywave. It's not that good. Use a powerful Psychic Waves to inflict damage. Everyone has Psychic power. People just don't realize it.
Now, if you go up this once, then diagonal. And diagonal bottom.
Alright.
Point proven.
There we go. I didn't really think we were wrong. I was more just like, my one works. Have a look.
Yeah.
You just go diagonal. It's really easy to remember.
And that way you go down to there faster. So, sir, you've now beaten Sabrina. What's next on your Pokemon journey?
Next is Blaine.
I want to,
and here's level 47 level cap, so it's not even that far.
I was also gonna say, do you want to save?
Oh yeah, I should probably save.
Once you're healed.
I mean, I can save in the middle of this. Why not? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just fly down to Viridian.
Viridian City.
Yeah. And I'm going to just deposit you for now, Greater.
Yep. Spaghetti code.
And get Sperry. Then I'll deposit Speary and go down the other way.
Yep, because that way you can get to the pewter Pokemon Center and not have to keep on flicking back and forth.
You mean Viridian City, but yes. I should probably just heal there.
I mean, does your mom's house count as a Pokemon Center for that?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, okay, now I'm gonna look that up because spaghetti code.
There we go.
Might be worth thinking there just in case.
Thinking?
Healing there just in case.
Yeah, it's fine. It's really not that far from here. There we go.
I wonder how it would phrase it in the coding.
What do you mean?
And then, like, basically the factoid I'm looking for is, does this place count as a Pokemon Center for wolf purposes?
You may want to, I don't know, look up dig or something.
I mean, not that that's going to be apply because we'll be outside of the, we'll be outside, so dig doesn't work. Could you actually catch anything in there?
I could. At the very least, I could get Tangela. Got a big hole, want to go for it. Let's fight. Let's you and me fight.
Them's fighting words.
It's a Magikarp. I feel confident in this matchup. Hey, Nuggy's level 44 now.
That's Pokemon Center. It specifies Pokemon Center. I am looking for whether that includes Playhouse.
Yeah, does it say anything to do with, like, Gen 1 or...
It says last Pokemon Center. That's what it says on Gen 1.
Right. Well, then maybe look up Player's House in, Palptown?
Yeah, that's where I was actually starting on.
Yeah.
House Kanto. PC.
Alright. Fisherman, darn Magikarp. You only catch Magikarp, you're using a shit rod. You wanna know if the fish are biting? No. I'm not gonna fish anything up here unless I really have to. Typically, if Cloyster dies, and even then I'll probably just use that seal. Oh shit, I didn't switch.
That at least is cute.
What?
The movie or TV show depends on the player's gender and the game language. This is shown in the game text. Blah blah blah. In Generation 1, interacting with the TV from either the left or the right side will show the message, oops, wrong side. Yeah, exactly. Like, randomly funny and cute.
Yeah.
Still not useful.
So I could beat all of that with Nuggy because I know that Seeking doesn't really get any water type moves in this game. Gets like Waterfall, weirdly enough. Despite that, like, most people think of that as only existing in Gen 2 onwards. Nope.
It just sucked.
It just sucked because it had no purpose.
Yep. There's no mention of the word dig in this entire article.
Oh well.
Yep.
See, cleanses my body and soul. I love the ocean.
necessary to gender the player's room.
Yeah, Japan.
Yeah. I found out that in Sun and Moon, it was the... Okay, I wasn't even the first one to do it. It started doing this in X and Y.
Okay, never knew.
Yeah. I'm like, did I choose a male character in X and Y? I might have. Otherwise, I might have objected to all the pink.
Yeah,
But
that sounds about right.
Sun and Moon, the first two are not egregious. It's sort of a yellow and blue, different style. It's like, okay, that's conceivable. But in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, goes from green, the blue goes to green, and you get like a cool poly raft. I think that's a poly whirl actually. Like matte in the middle. In Ultra Moon, you get Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I should say. If you go for a female in those two, you get a pink room with a Jigglypuff mat on the floor, and I'm like, give me a new poly whirl. That's cool.
I don't know, I prefer Jigglypuff.
Yeah, and exactly. It's like, it shouldn't be based on your gender. It should be, this is cool. Apparently this is just the thing now.
It's just John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah. They just gender the rooms now. That's like, come on. You gotta do that. At least do the gold and silver thing if we can fucking decorate our rooms to our own liking.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that there.
Yeah. Giant Snorlax plushie, anyone?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. You see? You see?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pointless, but cool.
Yeah. It was just a little thing that was just neat. I always like the boss tentacles.
Yeah, yes. That is a particularly badass pose for Tentacruel.
Yes,
oh no, water gun. Actually, that's just as much as your Constricts, if not more, because Constrict is a worthless move.
Yep. It does 7 damage, and we're not going to be able to compare it.
Constrict only did like 3 damage at most.
Oh, wow.
Constrict is 10 base power.
And it's only a one-hit move.
Only a one-hit move?
As in, unlike Rap, which keeps going.
Yeah. No, it's just like a strictly worse version of Rap.
It's like, what is that even?
I'm like, I don't know why this move exists even, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The poison has happened.
The poisonous tentacle!
Well, we do understand that at least. It is Australia.
Man, that'd be so cool if they did have a Pokemon version in Australia. Hopefully not soon though, because they're not putting out new good ones recently.
Yeah. And that's sadly when the Hawaiian one came out.
Yes, I mean, they did a good job on the front of it being a Hawaiian one.
In some very basic ways, yes, and another way...
I liked it. It felt very Hawaiian to me. Admittedly, a man who's never been to Hawaii, so...
Okay.
Uninformed.
It did feel like Hawaii, but it also felt like the tourist version of Hawaii.
Yeah, but you're gonna get the tourist version of anything in Pokemon.
No, the French one felt a little more deeply French in a way that I can't explain.
If you say so, it just seemed,
Offensively so.
just seemed like touristy to me, but fine. Oh yeah.
It did have the Eiffel Tower. You could go and heal at your mom's place.
Yeah, I know, that's where I'm going. Heals, please. See, even when the mom calls you the trash man,
Yeah.
she knows what she made.
Yeah. Grandpa, no. Ah, yes, my grandson. What was his name again?
Let's try hard.
No, Grandpa, please, not so soon.
What?
We knew he was forgetting things, but... This is what happens when I have unrestricted access to memes. Is that even worth fighting?
Every little bit counts.
Level 15 tentacle.
It's gonna go down quick. 225, that's like the same that we were getting from those Oddish, by the way. Yeah. I don't scare away the fish.
Yep.
Okay. He's gonna fight me with Shelder.
Oh no, Shelder.
Oh, how could I defeat that except with the evolved form? 12 extra levels. Ah, okay. It's Sonic. Okay. Well, guess who doesn't have like who isn't bumping up against the level cap anymore? It's Paul.
Yep.
Ah, Clam.
You think
Clam
what you can do to it? Yeah, where was that anecdote going?
There was an anecdote?
I think so. I'm usually telling anecdotes in the background.
And then the mighty Cloyster is gonna get thunderbolted. Bye bye. I didn't mean it. Just angry that I couldn't catch anything.
Don't blame somebody else. That's the American way. I mean,
it's everyone.
Yeah, it is a very human thing.
Can't unsee it now, can you?
Little gills look like an arm.
It does.
It definitely looks like it's a Hootie who's about to basically go here. Hootie! You can hear it too, can't you?
Of course.
Oh no, the Hootie is here.
There we go.
Hey, well done, not Psyduck.
Scolding. Well, I beat that Seeking, but surely the Scolding will defeat me. Oh, God.
Sorry. Just shove you into the computer.
God damn you, Golding. And your use of confusion moves.
You've got no own tempo yet. Oh, that was what I was bragging on last time, the number of things that do the same thing.
What do you mean?
Like, there's a Vital Spirit, Insomniac. Both of them are ability, you don't go to sleep.
Yeah, but there's not too many of them like that.
There's enough that it makes me annoyed.
It spent some time. It sure did.
It's gotta bite. Like, little things like, instead of having the plus and minus, they could have just had them attractive. Or, you know, magnetic or
The plus and minus, you have to have one of each. Otherwise it doesn't work.
I know, but it's just, like, it just makes it annoying, because what if you want to use one of the other abilities that it gets?
I mean, plus and minus have always been a joke.
But now other Pokemon can get it as well.
But I believe I may have made them, like, still too good in Gen 3. No, can be useful. Okay, so... Oops, I'll put it back to the regular one. Because everything electric type in that gen just gets an immediate bump up by a tier, because...
Yeah.
Like, it's so many water types. You're just gonna have to fight so many water types.
Yep. Yep, the Flappy family gets it as a hidden ability, but cannot get minus.
Yeah.
The Clink family can get either plus or minus, or get Clear Body as a hidden. Dedenne gets it as a hidden ability. Toxtricity gets it. And it's like, yeah, why can Mareep just get it as a hidden ability, but, like, what? You know,
I'll admit you'd think there'd be better Pokemon to, like, or better abilities to give that Pokemon.
yeah.
Maybe they thought if they introduced it to more Pokemon that people might actually start using that gimmick?
Yeah, and then the equivalent is Electrike can get minus. And that's it. Everything else. Oh, and the other form of Togepi gets the minus form. The low key form gets minus, the high key form gets plus.
Oh well, I killed it anyway.
Yep.
Jump kick. Wow, that didn't actually finish you. Double kick!
And I noticed that the original one was, colors up plus. Doesn't specify anything else.
Yes. The old descriptions were sometimes very vague and stupid.
Yeah.
It's been to a crisp. Oof.
That
Okay.
is not a good thing in New Zealand. That is very bad. And I still don't regret doing it on my birthday.
Korean's going to the zoo.
Yeah, and getting sunburnt to a crisp. These
Yes.
things are not mutually
Let's do that. Oh, hey, look, it's the docks. We're now in Cinnabar Island.
And my voice is failing out. Because of course it is.
Man, that theme to Cinnabar Island is completely unfamiliar to me. Has anyone ever hung around on Cinnabar Island that long?
I'm sorry.
They
do you
use
mean
it.
Surfing on Cinnabar?
No, you'll be in the surf music then.
That's my joke. But no one listens to it because you're either inside a building or surfing.
So I may end up getting greater TM46 at some point.
Oh, what's TM46 again?
It is the Psy Wave.
Oh, yeah, the roll of dice, do you win?
In fact, I might just do that now.
There's a TM you can just get from around the city in that one.
Yeah, the metronome one.
No, not the metronome one from the copycat house. You can get another...
That's the mimic one. So you mean Saffron City, not the city we're in.
Yeah, that brings it in. And another psychic move.
Yeah, we already got that TM. It's in the box. We're gonna use that later.
Because honestly, I thought it was Psywave that you got from the other dude, not from the gym leader.
It would make sense that way, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But no. Instead, you get the powerful one just for going to Fuchsia, and you get the weak one for beating the hardest boss in the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get our obligatory fossil mon, huh?
Yeah.
I believe it is through this door.
So are you going with the traitor or the other one?
Okay, maybe it's not this one.
And I love that I can say that and only like 30% of the audience will understand what the fruit I'm talking about.
Here we go, I have a fossil for you.
30%.
The dome fossil. Yes, I choose democracy.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed my chaos post. I thought that was hilarious.
Which one?
The person who works at the veterinary clinic who got to make the Easter egg hunt.
Okay.
Have you not read it yet?
Maybe not?
Okay.
Maybe I read it and disregarded it? I don't know.
Could be. It was in my, like, batch of ones done after dinner.
Oh, then probably had no chance to read it yet.
But, so I did an egg hunt at my place of work this morning. I don't mean like I had a couple dozen eggs and people rolled their eyes and like went, hey, isn't this a bit of childish? I mean, I got an entire staff of some 30 surgery, kennel, vet, and research that's to go absolutely wild, running around our facility looking for 200 plus colourful plastic eggs full of chocolate and Sour Patch Bunnies and one golden egg with 10 that's in it. Like, one person riding another person's shoulders to look on top of high-staked kennels and using leashes as lassos. They were screaming and wild giggling, and I've never seen so many grown women grinning and running around like kids in my life. It was the greatest. Apparently I am now the morale officer of my workplace, but my boss, who somehow wound up covered in glitter at the end of the day, despite literally none of the eggs having glitter on them, now knows me as the Harbinger of Chaos.
Huh.
Yep. I figured you would appreciate an anecdote like that.
Alright, so we're gonna put democracy down in the, in the old box. Withdraw.
I think you were also like Benedict Cucumber Patch.
Okay. Well, I'm not accessing those right now, so yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm just gonna confuse the heck out of you until you go and look at these. Because, man, it is amazing, and oh my gosh. There's also Ralph collecting eggs.
Oh yeah, I should probably, like, have Greater out front, because we're gonna catch something here.
And that's a greater risk.
Wheezing, right off the bat.
Wow, can you even use it? Yes, you can.
Can use wheezing.
Okay. Attempting to catch a wheezing. This is gonna go horribly.
Oh shit, there goes the sludge.
Yeah. I stand by what I said.
Okay, we're not gonna put you to sleep there. Actually, no, we're gonna paralyze you instead. But just go to anagram.
Yep. Time for a glare.
Yeah, ultimately, whether or not I use wheezing or anagram comes down to the value of earthquake versus explosion.
Venting prevents.
Yeah, because those are the moves I'm going to be bringing them in for that really determine. Because like anagram is much weaker than wheezing, but it does get earthquake. And if I choose to teach earthquake to anagram, then that'll be something I use it for.
He's on his own, doesn't he?
Yeah, now he'll learn it on his own. And I can teach anagram dig. So it'll actually be more like dig versus...
Haven't you already used up dig though?
Nope, didn't use it. Kept it. It's 100 base power in this game.
Wait, hang on. Then what's this thing just learns dig on its own?
Nugget learns dig on its own.
Not Nugget. For some reason I thought Baller was using dig.
No, Ball was using teleport.
Yep. There we go. That was where my brain was going crazy. Congratulations! You got a wheezing.
Yeah. Yes. And we'll remain.
Am I making terrible content?
And I will name you Fardo.
Truly, it is a great day for Fardo.
Now let's see, who else could learn dig?
Do you want me to look it up as a move?
Right now.
Cool.
Dig, it is TM 28 in Gen 1.
Aww.
Oh wait, no.
Charmander Lion ran lost ways. Sadly, our fallen comrade, not a real starter.
Yeah, real starter could have had it. We probably wouldn't have him still by now.
Andrew, Vulpix, Karas, Diglett, Psyduck, Mankey, Growler, Kadabra, Marchuk,
Let's see.
Geodude, Slowpoke, Onix, Cubone, Rhyhorn, and Mew.
Okay, so he's not going to be stealing that from anyone now. Who's that actually going to be for? So it could help against Bruno, but Bruno's a joke. Probably won't really help much against Glacier. It could help against Agatha, though.
Could help against Agatha.
I think we're going to keep Anagram just to go against Agatha here.
Because Weezing cannot lift.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been so long since I heard this music.
Yeah, now to explore. By which I mean get the gym key before we get to the level cap.
Yep.
Now, do you remember how to get there?
Yep. Up.
Up to the stairs?
Yep. Up the stairs.
I don't press a button first.
Nope. Don't need to press the button. The button comes up on the later floor.
So I press this button.
I believe that's the button you need to press.
Alright, then where do I go?
I believe up one more level.
Alright, I will go up one more level once this Growlithe is defeated. Because essentially, I want to just go run straight to the gym key, just in case I run into the level cap. Aaron was burned. Get burned! How to get burned!
Yep.
So up one level.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Okay, not up one
Over
level.
to the right. Down. Huh.
Led me astray.
That was where the jump was.
You led me astray, Philip.
Okay, over.
I think I had to press a switch to get rid of that rubble.
That's
Down
not
below.
It is the doors, but there you go. I'm surprised that my brain is What failing me on this?
Well, our attempts to navigate it have failed. God, even as the poison sign, you get hit by the burn.
Let's go back to the first floor and switch the switch. It's on the top left then.
I knew I had to switch a switch.
In generations 1 and 3, balcony on the 3rd floor with 2 possible points to jump down.
Because there are actually some, like, relatively high-level pokes around here.
Yeah. Go grab some throat lozenges slash things to chew on to try and up my hydration of my mouth. This one is not coming.
Also, it looks like we're gonna have to dig out of here now.
Burning.
Because of the poison. Okay. Okay, get us the fuck out of here. We're gonna try this again. I feel bad for whoever wrote the tune to this this town. No one will ever pay much attention to it. Okay. Can I use my bike in here? No cycling allowed. Not even a time and a place, just no cycling allowed.
No cycling, yeah.
Just said no cycling allowed here. Did not say there's a time and a place. It said no cycling.
Got lozenges in my mouth. Behind me, raspberry suckies behind me.
Cool. Alright, so instead of doing the thing that Philippa said, we're gonna have to go up and flick a switch. It's Ponyta!
On a stadium set. Ponyta!
Anita.
Stand by the crowd. Stop, 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 stop.
What are you, a secretary bird?
Top left. Oh, that only opens that one down there, then I stand by what I said earlier.
Secret switch, press it, yes, who wouldn't? Does open that.
Yeah, but does it also open one upstairs?
So did you want me to press this one now?
So you don't have to push it again, you've already pushed it.
I left.
Oh, true. Try and push it. Now check in the bedroom directly up and to your left. We'll get the items.
Yeah, there's... So up and to the left you said.
Yeah, so that was right.
Was it right?
Yeah, that's right. Left, right, you went right there. Up
Oh.
to the left.
Golly.
Usually I am bad at that, but I did get it right that time, so I will take the moral high ground.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, up and left.
I believe there's a... Yep, there's the... we need, and now down.
Unless you run into a Ponyta.
I want to snuggle a Ponyta. I also want to snuggle a Growlithe. They seem like they'd be warm and comfy.
Alright.
I believe you
Press this one?
Yep, I believe that's the last one, and then just straight down.
And it's down this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoop.
Yep. And I don't believe that.
That's not it yet.
It's in the actual basement. I can't believe that I'd forgotten, like, the switches.
I mean, it was a long time ago, and this is fairly far through the game. And here goes level 44. Stuff.
I'm remembering a really neat thing. Really neat thing is probably the wrong phrase. A thing from, like, when Pokemon was still just being a thing, like, when Red and Blue was still new. One place had a competition where everybody got a new or wiped version of the game, and you had, like, an hour, and you had to get, like, as far as you could in the hour.
Wait.
Or rather, you, at the end of the hour, like, that's when you'd fight with other people.
Yeah.
And most people, like, went around, got a team of 6, did their best to level us up. One team took a Charmander and, like, power leveled it.
Unfortunately, that is the best strategy in basically any Pokemon game, is take your starter, power level it, cool, you've won.
Yep.
It's the lamest way to ever play, so most people don't.
Yeah.
But
I believe that team got it to, like, something like level 50, where everyone else had level 30s.
Yeah, and it's like, you just can't. You just can't against that.
Yeah.
Is this the one?
I believe so.
Oh, that's full restore.
Hey, must be no further down. In that room above. Least area of the floor.
You guys, this is gonna go very slow. How about you just
Die.
paralyze this fucker? Time to paraflinch.
Ah, that's right. I remembered the with Snaky Snake. There is a trigger inside the room with the journal that you need to go in. You need to turn that on.
The one I was just in?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just go back
There's
there.
an item in there as well. Trigger the trigger, changes the doors on that room, but opens up
Cool.
the entrance, which is over on the right, which snakes all the way around to the left.
TM14, which I'm sure I'll figure out later. Nice.
And you can also get solar beam down here.
I'm not gonna need Solar Beam.
Didn't think so, but just in case you were
I
like,
always thought Solar Beam was in the Safari Zone. Oh well. Okay, so we go here, press that, press switch.
yeah,
Who wouldn't?
closes the top, and it's now open on the left. Go over to the right, up and to the right. Right, right.
Okay.
Yeah, and at the bottom of that bit, there's an entranceway into that.
So I remember that, like, it being on the very left
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's an annoying loop.
Sorry.
You have to go into the right to get into the left.
Gotta get over before you get under. Before you get over, before you get under. Ah, didn't affect it. Fuck off, Growlithe. This is gonna be a microcosm of the gym, by the way.
Fuck off, Growlithe, sir.
Yeah, fuck off, fire type. Time to get surfed on. Just gonna walk past this nice gentleman. Do I do this switch here?
I believe so, yeah. Because I think that's the one at the end of the room. It closes off the room next to you and...
Okay, that's a rare candy.
There's also something, yeah, that might be it there.
Yep, I hope we have enough slots left in our backpack.
God damn it!
I knew it! I fucking knew it!
It had to!
I knew that I would!
Use that calcium on somebody.
I don't want to, it's like basically meaningless. I'm gonna get full EVs on everything. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'll probably just throw away this paralyze heal. It's like 125 dollars I've wasted.
There you go.
Okay, and then we go straight to the gym, because our dudes are getting kind of high leveled. Getting a little high leveled.
Getting there, getting there.
And the level cap will be 47, but then after that we go to level cap 50 for Giovanni.
And do you have a level cap for the other?
I do, but it's something obscene. It is 65.
And
is what we're going to be getting up
we're
to.
not allowed to use the trick.
What trick?
Missing now.
Does that level? Oh, the item duplication.
Yeah.
I'm like, tempting.
Honestly,
Pretty fucking tempting. Yeah, we don't need to deposit all those items. I should do it soon.
I'll try and get you a TM.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna beat Blaine. I'm just gonna go fight the trainers.
Yeah.
At best, we get all up to level 47 on this route, on this like ring.
Yep.
And then, we go back and heal. So.
The burglars are the burglars.
Yeah, why Blaine is employing burglars, I don't know.
I think he was supposed to be like part of Team Rocket in the original thing.
I guess. People have always said that, but I don't think there's ever been any solid evidence to that effect.
How much do you count the manga?
Not.
Yeah.
Everyone was part of Team Rocket in that fucking manga.
Fair. Fair, including the Elite Four.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Excuse me.
That film is weirdly nice.
Isn't gum supposed to be nice?
Well, sometimes it's like, it's a really strong, fairly pleasant, but not exactly comfortable flavor. And this is just kind of nice.
Okay. Can't help stealing other people's Pokemon. Should see a doctor for that. Can't help stealing other people's Pokemon.
Oh, kleptomaniac.
Now I understand why he has these super nerds, because Blaine is a nerd.
He is no.
He's a fucking nerd.
Isn't the last door quiz to get into him?
No, you can just fight the trainers, and that's what is best to do.
Isn't there also a quiz to get into him?
Yes, but I don't want to do that. I'll just fight people. It's much better.
Yeah.
God damn these confused rays. God damn it, Vulpix. Stop spamming the confused ray.
Oh, I think I've remembered now. There is a positive theory. Posited, not positive, sorry.
Yeah.
That he was one of the scientists in the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, everyone knows that theory, Philippa. But again, there's been no real proof. Either like, yeah, him and Mr. Fuji worked on the Mewtwo, etc., etc.
Which was a Hypno Rocket project.
It certainly would make more sense, but it's one of those cases where it's like, your own personal headcanon is probably better than the real canon.
I'm actually trying to see if there's any comments on it in the thing.
So yeah, once we clean these guys out, if we're not at a level cap, which we probably won't be, we'll turn around, we'll go back into the ocean, find all those trainers.
Sorry, I just found out that there's a set of Pokemon and like things called Pocket Monsters, Heart Gold, Soul Silvers, Joe's, and Joe with a dash that comes off the O, Big Adventure.
Back.
And I'm surprised you can't see where my brain jumped to there.
Ah, the JoJo.
Yep.
The Bizarre Adventures.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that probably doesn't help this case there. How do you consider the canon the card game?
Nothing. I don't consider it.
Because most of Blaine's stuff, like specifically Blaine cards, were introduced in the Challenge from Darkness run.
Again, this means nothing to me. I don't give a fuck about the card game.
Okay.
You know I only care about Magic the Gathering. Alright, level 45. Oh, look at it go. It actually looks cuter in this form than it does in its real model.
Yeah. Which is weird, because it's a pupper. Why is it not cute?
It's not that it's not cute, it's just cuter in this form. It's too complicated for you. Okay, sure. Whatever you gotta say to let yourself sleep at night. Looks like Anagram is finally edging that shit out.
Hmm?
He's finally got one more hit point than Bowler. I just like using fire Pokemon.
Cool. Whatever floats you up, dude. Or capsizes it, possibly as the case may be.
Raider's still refusing to level up.
Greater than.
Uh-oh, Fire Spin.
Oh no, he's trapped forever.
Yeah, he could be, or I could do this. Could just switch.
Back before the game knew how to deal with that.
Yeah.
I haven't read up enough to know exactly what the strategy is, and I'm sure I've discussed it on the channel, on the stream before. But I'm remembering apparently there was a strategy in Pokemon, in the Battle Tower for Pokemon, I want to say, Emerald, etc., like the post-game stuff that you don't care about.
Yep.
A strategy which let you basically be invincible, like literally nothing could damage you kind of thing. And apparently, even though it was like a glitch in coding that allowed it, if you did it like more than a couple of times, the tower would actually start reacting to it and start doing the one way that it can counter it, which is actually also totally like an illegal moveset to counter it.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
But I want to look that up and see like what I'm not understanding and which bits I'm like half remembering from that context.
Alright, Rapidash is down. Raider's still not leveling up. Nuggy's leveled up.
I think it's a fast leveler.
Well, that's good.
If I remember my stats right.
Blaine was lost in the mountains when a fiery bird Pokemon appeared. Its light enabled Blaine to find his way down. It's not hard to find a way down a mountain. Going down a hill.
I assume safely is the omitted word.
Ah.
Let's see. Should be on the Doug Trio page.
Been to many gyms, but this is my favorite. It's the one with nerds.
Well,
Except he's a burglar.
probably because they let him steal shit.
Don't steal shit. Or I'll come and beat up your Pokemon.
just went and stole a whole bunch of shit, so...
That stuff was in a derelict building. Oh, flamethrower. We do not resist that. And that was a crit. We switchy. Medium fast.
Yeah.
So not the fastest. Alright, fine. Get in your hits now.
Thinking of Apple.
Well, that was a pitiful amount of XP. Let's hope this one's less. I mean, less pitiful. More XP. Alright, what do we got? Too hot. Yowza, yowza, yowza. Spy type fans like Ponytail and Ninetales. Yet more dudes to fight in this gym.
Ugh.
Problem?
I'm just reminded of how many battles you had to win, because this was one of my other theoretical ways to get repeated of those items. Because you can get things like the King's Rock and Quick Claw.
Right.
The Quick Claw doesn't allow you to roll, but the King's Rock was going through the battle tower. It's 42 or more battle straight wins to...
Yeah, you would probably be better off starting an entire another game, going as fast as you can to the place where you can get the King's Rock, get it there, then trade it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is not worth the effort.
Yep.
Oh, snuffed out.
Like a candle.
What beats fire? But fire melts ice Pokemon. Okay, there's Blaine in all of his glory. Cool, so let's go... This doesn't count as a diggable area, I don't think. And let's go and go back through the water and find more dudes to fight. Going to find more dudes to throw on the fire.
Never found any mention.
No mention of dudes to throw on the fire?
No, no.
I'm just thinking, like, at least they had the mercy to make Surf, like, the best water move, so that you wouldn't feel bad about teaching it to your water-type Pokemon. Small mercies. Okay, let's get surfing. I saved recently? Probably not.
I wonder if it would be under glitches rather than...
I don't know.
That says far too much about the entirety of Pokemon's design these days.
What?
According to an interview with Junichi...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Go on.
Yep. It wasn't in the Battle Frontier did not make a return in Omega and Alpha for the following reason. Put simply, the Battle Frontier wasn't included because only a tiny number of players would appreciate and use this game feature. Players get fed up more easily than they did in the past and aren't attracted by these demanding challenges, says Dark Souls.
Yeah, like, they basically just kind of decided, like, the kids these days. And that may be true to some extent, but it's like, I think you'd still make a perfectly fine business by doing it that way. Besides, aren't you guys, like, only really doing this so that you can keep putting out new merch? Why not make it a little bit more applicable to, like, older players? I guess because they've got, like, such a tight time budget.
Yeah. Which I can appreciate, like...
I mean, I appreciate that, like, Pokemon has to be annualized now because of greed. Like, that's all I appreciate of that.
Yeah. Which is very sad.
So we're trying to get up to, where did we say we were getting up to? Level 47. 47. So we still have a little bit. This is fine. We still have plenty more actual fights before we have to go grinding. Although there doesn't seem to be a lot on this side of the ocean. Okay. Oh, that was Flash. Why did I do that? Encounter time.
Let me just head into the glitch section.
Honestly, we can take this down with a double kick.
Yeah.
You take it down with half a double kick. Okay, I think there wasn't that much left down here. Oh, well, we'll head back. We'll go the other way for the ocean, then we'll go for the mansion.
Which is Generation 3, because I'm pretty sure it was Gen 3 that it happened in.
Staring at the bottom of the screen is hypnotic.
Staring at the ocean will do that.
And then, like, honestly, you're probably right about that fucking glitch. We could just use that to get rare candies. Fuck grinding. The only reason I do that is to get my Pokemon up to the right level. Doesn't really take a lot of strategy or tactics.
Kind of boring to watch.
It's boring as shit to watch.
Okay, this is hilarious. Okay, in third generation, if Kadabra, Macho, Graveler, or Haunter is traded while holding any item, they will evolve and the item will be lost.
Wow.
This also applies to the Everstone.
Wait, which gen is this?
Third gen.
Wow, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Cinnabar in the West has left Pokemon. Yep, been there, done that. Now jump kick it. Jump kick it. There we go. There's that like 130 odd attack stat being useful once. Cinnabar is a volcanic island, as they will learn in like a generation's time. My boyfriend gave me big pills that don't even exist in this game.
Not until next gen. Oh wow. This one just has a random image of the era in action.
Yeah, it looks about right.
Wow.
Cloyster, we theoretically beat you. We do actually beat you. Level 45! Don't touch my pills. When my pills grow bigger inside Cloyster. Don't torment your Cloyster that way. Do not put your Gwyneth Paltrow goop inside Cloyster. Alright, well, Bull is going to make for some pretty easy grinding. I wrote my bird Pokemon here. Well, wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but still easy grinding.
Okay, the number of glitches is hilarious.
Yeah.
And there's one where you can, you know, where Wally can defeat his routes.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I bet the game doesn't like that.
Apparently it doesn't care.
Oh, okay, he just goes, ah, yeah, caught it.
Yep. However, the game continues on as if it has been caught. And it is 0.01% approximately of happening.
I'm assuming there's some sort of weird, like, crit high roll.
Happens if Zagoon is generated with 11 attack, while Routes has a nature that lowers defense, an AV of 3 or less, an HP of 5 or less. 3 or less in HP, or 5 or less in defense. Zagoon can do a maximum of 10 damage with Burst Tackle and growl 7 after it's been growled, which will be 17 damage, which will be just enough to knock out the Routes.
Okay. I've never had that happen. And again, I don't even think I have played Sapphire version that many times. You have to have played it pretty much over 100 times on average to have found it.
Yep. As I say, it is 0.01%.
A 0.01? Sorry, like 1,000 times. 10,000 times? Yeah, probably 10,000 times. You on vacation too? Nah, I'm fighting. I'm getting ready to fight an old man. I'm gonna kick the shit out of that old man. Like orphans of his children.
While checking for national Pokédex, the home game doesn't properly check for the ownership of Chikorita or Trico. While Trico is properly checked for on the Holland Pokédex, Chikorita is not needed for the deployment.
Weird.
Fever. Lab surfing mode. Evans mode, Nightmare Shedskin.
Seafoam used to be one island. Okay.
Sand ornament. Alright, sacred place.
Swift this thing to death.
If a wild Pokemon is toxic, to the 1.5 bonus multiplier for status conditions is not applied to the catch rate.
Weird. Quite weird. And again, I've always found it weird that like toxic shows up as poison, but it's quite clearly a different poison. And in some games, you can like reset it to normal poison by just withdrawing the Pokemon and sending it back out again. There we go, level 45. We're fast approaching that level cap, which is good. Alright, well actually it looks like it's about time to end the stream here, but we had some fun. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. I'm just still trying to find that glitch and I have yet to find it.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'll find it later.
Next time we are going to be almost certainly fighting Blaine, and
Could we theoretically do the glitch now to level up properly?
we could, but I want to face all the trainers, otherwise I'm just absolutely cheating. The only thing I want to cheat for is the bullshit glitching, which takes, bullshit grinding, which takes no effort. So I'm only going to do that when I've already faced all the trainers.
There. I will agree for that. Sweet.
Anyways, we'll see you later.